Previously on the 5 Dungeons and also Dragons. It's not substantial. The structure itself is sound.
Okay.
We'll probably get rid of these ghosts.
Mm-hmm. We could stay here. I say let the goblin keep the place. Hide in plain sight.
I mean, we could have a Maitland Dietz type situation. You never know.
Or I could try to read this necromancy spell out of this book, see what happens.
While that happens, I want to turn to...
Throw a little chaos in there, Scarecrow, why don't you?
I want to
Just
talk
remember.
to the goblin and say, like, hey, I gave you the deed. It's your place. Do what you want with it.
So, do we want to accept it then? And have the magistrate sign off?
Let us
I
accept
don't
it.
see us getting paid any other ways.
Alright.
Yeah, this is
Maybe
gonna
we
be
can sell
ours.
it.
I turned to
I like that
Iron.
idea.
Flip it!
Yeah, I turned to Iron.
Should totally flip it.
What spell are you referring to?
I've got this spell book that the guy at the Bookworm's Treasure. There's a necromancy spell in here.
Hand it over!
Don't calm down. Remember, the warnings come after the spell.
I hand the book over.
That's wise. That's wise as fuck.
Okay, can I do an Arcana check on this, or do I need to do another one on the book?
It's you can do Arcana.
Okay.
Are you what are you trying to do?
I wanted to try and see if I recognize the necromancy spell,
Okay.
or if it's familiar.
Okay. So a great roll, by the way. So as
Right.
the words are all very, very, very familiar to you, right?
Yep.
And as you're reading it, you find yourself reading out loud. because
That sounds like every movie I've heard. Oh, shit.
Homegirl rolled a 1. So you read out loud the words of this necromancy spell. And within, like,
That's great.
let's say within seconds of you finishing the spell, everything goes black. And you hear what sounds like the screams and wails of 100 dying women and children echoing from the basement up the stairs and bouncing off the walls.
God damn it!
And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Charging.
What's up, everybody?
What cannot have without the other?
Yeah. So that's what happened.
There it is.
Elvire, Elvire, at the encouraging of Irune, decided to read a necromancy spell that she had never seen before. Roll a natural 1, so then of course it's going to fail in some kind of way. And it turns out that when she rolls a natural 1, she reads like a dumb person does, and says all the words out loud, which brought us to everything going black and everything going bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Sounds
Dungeons
right.
and Dragons with Pixel Hangover and Sirs and Madams Entertainment. We have all your friends here: Mary, Cheryl, Brandon. I'm your best friend, Brandon. Sterling, Jason, and Keenan.
Hey.
We appreciate you joining. If you've never seen it before, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons, a little riff off of Waterdeep Dragon Heist that is kind of branching into our own thing. No spoilers if you've read it or played it. Our sponsors this week, I believe, are blankets hanging on walls and dirty towels in the corner. So big shout out to Jason and Mary for this week's sponsors.
I see a quilt the dog lays
Oh, is
in,
that a
but-
quilt? Sorry
Yup,
about that.
yeah, it's cool. It's her quilt. The dog's
Yeah,
quilt. I can't.
it looks like a sex towel, but I get it. I understand. We'll say that it's not.
That's our sex room.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it
It's
dry?
right
though?
about-
Is it dry?
Right. And as always, we couldn't do it without scotch, so we appreciate that as well.
Sterling, I see that chalice. I see the game, and it is strong.
I mean, just trying to stay on brand.
Ridiculous.
Enjoy yourself.
Remember when you left it at my house? Pepperidge Farm members.
All right.
I don't
Anything
remember.
anything that I missed about the setup and where we're at?
It's pretty spot on.
Okay.
Thanks for waiting. Yeah, do it.
So the lights start to come back up. The kind of what was like a blinding darkness, even for those with dark vision. The dim light kind of restores itself. Everybody's able to see the people in front of them now. As you look around at each other, the first thing you notice is Irune has slightly pale white glowing eyes, and does not appear lost in this resumed darkness.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
You came online.
Is there anything else that anybody notices about anybody? Because as a reminder to anybody that is following anything, we hit level 2 at the very end of the evening when everything went black. That's it? That's it?
No, I think
that's
that's
all we
about
learned.
it.
Cool. So, let's I guess let's play Dungeons and Dragons. We're trying some new stuff for people watching with the Beyond 20 extension for Chrome and trying to see if we can get that to populate our stuff. From D&D Beyond into Roll20. We'll see how that goes. As always, please bear with us because none of us know how to do this. So
You live, you learn.
that's it.
Learning
Takes me
through
back to
experience.
2012.
It's like we're making our own MySpace page for the first time or something.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so I'm
Top 8. You guys would all be in my top 8.
That's nice.
Nice.
Oh,
That's
3
so
of you
much
would be in my
there.
top 8. You guys could figure out who that is.
Oh, sowing
go.
seeds. Sowing the seeds.
One half of the Hardy Boys is still in my top 8 because he requested me to be in his top 8. So take that,
Nice.
Jeff. I'm Jeff Hardy's number 3 friend.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all.
I'm just saying.
All right, this is what you all see. The lights have come back up. Most of you now have the ability to see in the dark. I think everybody except for the bard ultimately can now see in the dark. Yeah,
Cool.
and that's all we got. Ready when you guys are.
Hashtag don't leave me.
Where are our characters? I'm looking
You're
at
gonna
the
have
house.
you're gonna have to zoom back.
Yeah.
You're looking at the
Okay,
top.
okay.
You're looking at the first floor.
Yep.
Second
Awesome,
floor
thank you.
underneath that.
Thank you. Very cool.
So as a reminder, there were screams of death and wailing and it sounded like a massacre had happened in the span of about 10 seconds. And then
Was it emanating from the basement?
Yeah, it sounded like it ultimately came from the basement, but then just bounced off of all the walls coming up the stairs.
Am I seeing a portal near the stairs? at
No,
the
that's
front?
a fire that Sterling lit, that Kuki lit last time.
Oh, gotcha.
It looks
gotcha.
like a portal because of the game Portal,
It does.
but it is not that.
So are we going to investigate those screams?
I think we should definitely check out that noise coming from the basement.
Okay. Do we want to do anything else? Possibly about the voices we heard saying we should be killed?
Yeah.
I think we should worry about the 100 screaming women and children first.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look towards our goblin friend and be like, you can hear pretty much everything that we can't, I would say, regarding nothing good. What say you? You think we should take care of the friends you were talking to earlier because you turned on the lights? Or, I don't know.
Maybe we should try and find them.
Find
The
who?
voices. The voices, sorry.
voices?
Not the screaming children and women and the horrifying things that are that way. I want to talk to the people who have lived here.
Lame.
Oh my gosh. You just love hitting stuff and killing stuff, don't you? As I tap his iron shoulder. Or whatever tink sound it makes. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
So
Well, hey, can you talk to him? Or what are we doing?
I don't know how to talk to them because they only talk to me when they want to talk to me.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
What did we do to trigger it last time?
I clear my throat. Excuse me, angry voices threatening murder. It feels like there are things in the basement also threatening murder that are larger than you. Would you like us to help with that?
We
All
can
right.
Do
help.
I hear anything?
No, you don't get
We
any
can
reply.
help. What if I promise to give you the house after we're done?
Whoa.
Will you help? Or talk to me? No.
I look at Irene. It's like,
Okay.
we probably should have talked about that first.
Yeah, I felt like that should have been a committee decision.
Y'all want to go run downstairs and run into anything that's going to kill us, though. So
Okay, I guess they're not going to talk to us. Let's go see what children and women are screaming down in the basement.
Jesus Christ.
All right. We'll head to that basement.
You could always, if you felt the need, use a arcana or some means of communicating other than just yelling into the darkness. But that's, I mean,
Into
again,
the void?
totally up to you guys.
That's the level of consideration Undead get from me. I'm out. Anybody else can, jump in anytime they'd like.
There it is. I think we head toward the entrance of that basement. Maybe
Yep.
we don't have to go down. Let's just see. Let's just see.
Let's like poke our heads in. Just for a second.
You might as well, right?
Let's see how it feels.
In,
It's not like something bad
in and
could
out.
happen
Like
at all.
dipping a toe in.
All right. Go ahead and
Testing the waters.
I go down the stairs.
Okay. So then you
Hello?
can I'll throw you.
I'll follow him.
I follow
is
them.
Everybody
Yeah.
running. I'll grab you guys. You can. Give
Yeah.
Me a second.
I will be last.
It's best to stay together.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Al Green said anyway.
Hey.
Okay. You guys are downstairs. You're not in the basement. You're just in the first floor.
First floor.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception check and just see if I can if I still hear the moaning?
Mhm.
All right, let's see. Hit that button. Did I do it?
It did. Do
All
it.
right.
Yeah, you don't really hear anything. It seems like things have quieted since the explosion of sound.
Anybody familiar with the phrase "it's too quiet"? As I continue to walk with them.
Should
A little
we?
too quiet.
Ooh,
All right.
there's doors.
Oh, onward.
I haven't gone to the basement yet. What about Irene or Elvire? Do y'all know where the basement's at?
Yeah, it's down through here. If I recall.
To the right?
Is it to the right? There's a fireplace to my right? Go with the desert.
Yeah, I think that's where you had seen it.
Oh yeah. It's through this.
Yeah.
One. Yeah.
Through here? Yeah.
Oh my God, are they mumbling that themselves, please?
100%.
yeah. What
Yeah.
And then it was over here?
Right here? Is it right here?
Right here. Yeah, at that door right there.
I think there is a door there, right?
I think
Yeah.
I
It looks like one right here.
It
Yeah.
looks like there is. Hold on 1 second. I thought I opened all the doors for you guys when you were going through, but this one did not get open. There you go.
Mhm.
Neat.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
All right.
All right. Should we do a stealth check on the stairs, maybe, to see if we can quietly?
Are we going down? Or are we investigating? Do I do? If I want to do a Arcana check to see if do we still hear anything?
Yeah, you might want to sniff it out.
Okay.
You can do that. You're just trying to see if you can feel any magic coming from up the stairs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
I can I
you-
can do you one better. Give me 1 second.
he's already thrown it too. But you
Oh,
can
did he
you can
throw
you
it?
can do your thing too if you'd like. I mean, you sense that there's definitely a strong magical presence, reminiscent of kind of death and decay and darkness and unpleasantness but yeah, and it's kind of radiating up the staircase.
A lot of unpleasantness downstairs, guys.
Well, I'll track it as we go then, and I'm gonna make some motions, and I'm gonna toss that. So, for 10 minutes, I can detect magic within 30 feet of me.
Until you do something else, basically, because it's concentration.
Yeah, or my concentration gets broken. Correct.
All right. I'll go ahead and ready this arm mace.
At this point, everybody sees the Warforged stepping towards the stairs, and then just kind of like raises his hand, and his hand almost disappears into his forearm, and then a mace appears, a big a mace fist.
That's very.
That is so cool! I want one! Chop my arm off.
To clarify, there are prosthetics in D&D, and artificers, especially Warforged, can create them. So just if we get to that point.
I'll tell you what my next one's gonna be.
Say when, not if.
Okay. All right. Can I do another perception check down those stairs? Thing.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you trying to do? You're just trying to.
I want to take. I'm kind of keening in, kind of doing like a little squint my ears.
Yeah.
Squint my eyes.
Nope, nope, too late. You squint your ears.
How do you squint?
It's the thing.
Yeah.
It's elves can do it. He's half elf, so it works. They just kind of like fold in on themselves a little bit. And you pick up the sounds of shuffling, what sound like feet shuffling against stone.
Okay.
Pretty close by.
I look around my party. I'm like, well, there's definitely people down here.
Yeah. All right. Guess we're
Y'all
heading
really want to do this?
Let's make it hot.
All right, cool.
I'll leave this fruit downstairs.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a minute.
Can we do it stealthily?
You guys want a
Can we do
marching
it-
order? So like what the
Can we do it
order is
quiet?
on these stairs?
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
not
let's march in
me.
order and stealth. Come on.
Yep.
I'd say get in order. Put the big guys up front, ranged on the back, and then we can do a stealth check and see if we can at least make it down there before we get fucking ripped apart.
So we're looking at Irune up front. I assume Elvire in the way back, or is she holding on
Mhm.
to Irune?
Way back.
Okay. Kyuki somewhere.
Oh, way back.
Ramani.
Yeah, I'll be right in front of Cookie.
I
Oops.
want to be a little more towards the front, just because I'm running the detect magic.
Yep. And then Raylan kind of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then
Damn.
let's see if
It's
this
the
works.
vibe.
I've got to fix the vision for Keenan.
Oh, hey, I don't know why that rolled twice.
I still need a stealth check from Jason, from Raylan.
Oh, copy. My bad. I thought we were just one and then the assist. That's on me. Fault.
when you're gonna do it as a group, I think it's cool to everybody do it to kind of figure out what's going on.
I'm totally fine for that. Hopefully.
Perfect. Great. Awesome.
Yep. Great. You got
10 out of
three.
10.
You got a crit to offset that though, so that's pretty good. Yeah. So you feel like you're pretty quiet, and you are all down the stairs now. You see that there's a stone wall kind of right in front of you by about 30, 40 feet, and there's a path that goes both left and right. You can you can hear shuffling from the right.
So should we get up against the wall here? Whoops.
So right there, let's go ahead and stop for a second because I feel like this is gonna already have to happen. If
God bless.
give me a second, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this because I mean, why not? Let's just do this button.
Uh-oh.
I'm just jumping down for a minute. Give me a second. We're gonna. The guy with the lowest initiative roll in the front.
Makes perfect sense. Awesome.
All right, so I think it's working. By the way, for those that are watching, I think we have it set so the line of sight is based 100% off of whoever's turn it is, which is kind of cool. That's what chat sees basically on the stream.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Voice.
So when Sterling goes, nobody will see anything, which is real nice.
Got it.
Hey,
Because
Jason.
let me clarify that you no longer have a torch. Yep, seems right. Yep.
All about fire.
So you're pretty blind. So Irune, you can see. I mean, you see.
Yep.
Very clearly.
Let's see what's there.
You see some bony men. You see some skeletons right there. Right.
Yep.
I mean, one is staring at you in the face, and the other's
Yeah.
kind of right over its shoulder, looking at you as
Yeah.
well.
Oh no.
It's your turn.
Oh, it is my turn.
Yeah.
So, I mean, ain't no sense in even talking.
They're bones. They're bony.
I mean, that just seems silly to me. Why would I do that? Right here. Nah, nah, dog. Let's do this move.
What?
He
What's happening?
hit him with the old mace to the face. It's a swing and a miss, unfortunately.
That's a swing and a miss.
It's a swing and a miss with the first mace fist of the campaign.
Would you say he made it? Ah!
Level 2
Wow,
has proved
wow.
to be completely of no use to you.
What do you mean? Shut up.
Well, with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and there's a lot of folks here. This is gonna be a problem. I'm gonna go ahead and end I'm that's it. I'm gonna hang out here. I'm gonna just be here.
I think I did a bad thing, guys. I think this is
Not 100% your turn yet. Only because I know it's coming, and so it's.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah. All right then. It's happening. The
Yeah.
full on skeletons move forward, threatened by this beefy metal monstrosity, and start swinging swords at you,
Nice.
easily deflected.
Got it.
As if it had never even attacked.
Not even worried.
Yep. Kyuki, it is your turn. I see what you see, which, by the way, is nothing. Like, it's... I wish you guys could see it, because all of you can see in the dark. It's truly just his circle and black.
Just like you like
Charlie
it.
Murphy.
Yep. In the dark.
Darkness has spread.
Yep.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna do some little wavy hand thing.
Hit 'em
We'll
with
use
the- yep.
pre-digits. This is it.
That's it. That's
And
what they
I'm
call
just-
it.
Girl.
Create like a little firecracker. Just try to get some light for at least a couple seconds, so I can kind of see what's going on.
Will you remind me what kind of light prestidigitation kicks out? because I do not remember.
It was a kind of like a shower of sparks, kind of.
Okay.
So I was thinking like a sparkler kind of thing, maybe.
How long does it last?
The harmless sensor. It does not say.
Let's
You
figure.
cast this multiple times.
You can also light things, just
Right.
FYI.
Well, I gotta see to light something. So
Yeah, I mean,
Duration,
you
1 hour.
really can't see. You can't see dick all. So yeah, a shower of
Trying to be
sparks,
creative.
kind of right in front of you, right? Is your idea? It's like right in front of you.
yeah, just to kind of at least see something.
Okay. All right. So where you're standing, there's nobody right in front of you, so it's lucky. I'll give you a quick, like 20-foot, basically, is what you're gonna see.
Okay.
So did that work? That looks like it worked. Yeah.
Yep,
So
that
it
worked.
kind of lights up and then lights the staircase down below you. It's gonna last until the end of the next turn, we'll say.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and ready my crossbow, and that's turn.
Woo! bringing heavy stuff. Raylan, it is your turn.
Awesome. Cool. All right. Let's
You can barely see that there is definitely. I mean, it's dim light, so you can still see in it, or it's dark rather, and you can see it as if it were dim. So you can see that there's something engaged with the Warforged up ahead.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm trying to remember, in our adventure backpacks, we don't have sun rods or that, do we?
No, that's
No?
that's
Okay.
classic 4th edition.
Damn. Okay. I can't say anything.
I-
Okay.
I don't even know if they exist in 5th. They probably do.
They do.
Okay. Let's see. I guess actually what I want to do is I want to get a torch out of my kit and just kind of do the light up. Just get one started. It's my little tender kit.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that for my turn. And I guess for my bonus action, I'll ready my crossbow. Just I'll just kind of point it down the hallway where I see what's his face. I'll step to the left. Just kind of ready up a shot.
Yep. So now, Sterling, you should be able to see a little bit better because he's got a torch lit in front of you.
You're
Okay.
looking out.
And I look back at him and I'm like, I'll say, get ready to clean up. And that's my turn.
Got it. Romani.
All right. I'm gonna burn some movement. Let me zoom in a little bit. Get in the guts of this fight.
Get in them guts.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop right here. Do I see bone friends?
Yep, you see bone. I mean, yeah, you should be able to see bone friends right there.
Dope. Okay.
Friends
pull out my-
in quotation marks, I guess.
I'm gonna bear the fuck up. And I
Okay.
get a bonus hit point now, too, because I went up a level.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So it's 1d6 plus 4, and that's not built in. I think I've just been rolling for that flat.
Yeah.
So that's 8, so that puts me up to 28 hit points.
That's fucking stupid.
And 20 AC. And then I'm going to swap to my longbow, and I'm going to pop a shot.
Okay, at the one to the left, right?
Sorry, are they numbered? This guy, how do I ping? I don't remember. The only one that's standing by itself, like
'Kay.
kind of off.
Check.
Right, longbow. I'm just gonna use the. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, it's a hit.
Okay.
Good.
Nice little point blank. Yeah, absolutely. Cuts it pretty nicely. Kind of goes through the dead center of the skeleton skull, breaks the back of it open. It still stands just with a kind of triangle cut out of its forehead.
Excellent.
I nudge Irene and I say, "We hold the line for the ones in the back."
As you say that, you can see like the skeleton who just got its forehead kind of blown open, like it opens its jaw and like screams, looks like it's screaming directly at you,
Okay.
You don't hear anything at all though.
Oh no.
Elvire.
Everyone stop, please. Everyone, please stop. And I jump over behind. Yeah, I'll be behind Arun, and I'll just, no, stop, please. It's okay. They're with me. Everyone here is with me. No more, please. No more fighting, please.
That would be a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
Hey.
So I mean, you see the 3 skeletons that are right there. You're only able to see 2 right now, but they kind of like their short swords lower a little bit, and then they just kind of stand dumb-faced, looking your direction.
No more attacking, right? Do I just keep doing persuasion?
No, I mean you've already succeeded with the kind of persuasion thing.
Like, I mean, they're done, right? They're not gonna just jump up and start hitting us, right? So we're done, right?
Unless that big ass metal guy hits me, wait, he'll miss. I don't know.
And the shade is cast.
For real.
Because we could be owning a house now, but that's fine. It's fine. We're out of base, but no.
But you're not bitter.
I want to wreck it.
Nobody wrecked anything.
I'm gonna name him Ralph.
Oh,
That's fair.
can I talk to them? Are they saying anything?
Are we out of
they're
combat?
no, not right now. But it's sort of been stalled by this attempt to leave combat.
I lower my bow and kind of look between the skeletons and her, and that's it.
Okay.
Because it's not my turn.
Yep.
I think I did this, and I'm sorry. But maybe we can use them now? What do I do?
What do you
I don't
do?
know, like... Can I pass on to the next turn? I mean, nobody else hits them, right? You don't hit them, they won't hit you. And that's it.
Won't start none, won't be none.
Right. That's the end of my turn. That's the end of my turn.
All right. The one of the skeletons kind of just stares. Another skeleton stares. Irune, it's your turn.
That's what I was afraid of.
Probably wanted.
Don't do it.
Let me line up my metal knuckles real quick. I sheath my mace arm.
Okay.
Back to a normal hand.
My new favorite sentence.
And I'll end my turn there.
Okay. Is there anything that anybody is going to do here on the next round?
I'll sheath my weapon as well.
I'm just going to be looking at Elvire, clearly expecting some kind of
I'm gonna yell at Elvire. That's what I'm gonna do.
You're going to what?
I'm gonna yell at Elvire. That's all I'm gonna do for my turn.
Go for
And
it.
then try to pull him back. All right. What the hell did you do? These friends of yours? Or what? Care to explain yourself?
I don't know what I did.
Okay.
This has been a problem for me in the past before.
Okay, so now...
that's not a sentence anybody wanted to hear.
So we're not fighting these guys. What's going on? Can we pass this? What's happening?
The two that can see Elvire continue to stare at Elvire.
I think Jason broke up. Jason, your voice broke up.
Okay. I was going to say, let's get the Beth out of here. or tell your friends to lower the weapons. One of the two.
So they already have like the weapon. Their,
Yeah,
their swords are at
they're
their
like
side.
docile now. They're like chilled.
Okay. Well, are they just gonna keep staring at you, or trying to kill us?
Can I do anything right now?
Yeah.
Can I tell them to start walking down the hall and see if they listen to me?
Yeah.
What is it? What is it?
I mean, you could just do
or...
it, but if you wanna throw something behind it like a check, you could use Arcana or Persuasion or something like that.
Yeah, let me do
Or but you could also just order it if you think that's gonna fly.
Let me try Arcana.
He was too happy about that option. Don't do it.
So you're just directing them to walk the other way.
Yes, to turn around and walk the other way down the hall and see what happens. See if they listen to me.
Yeah, I mean, as a group, they just walk backwards without turning around, but they just walk backwards by about 40 feet and kind of stand at a section of wall down there.
I look at Elvire and say thank you. Maybe continue to jump through hoops. And I kind of wave at Kuki to come on down the stairs. I got my torch.
Okay, so you control the skeletons now. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe.
So, are we still in combat? Question mark?
Can we?
We shouldn't linger. I don't like the smell down here.
So
I don't think I can control all of them, though.
What do you mean? There's more. There's more than the three.
There's more.
How many are there?
There's more.
Yeah, there's a lot, guys. I think I don't think that's. I think we need to back out.
Do you need a history check, Elvire?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Hold on.
Go ahead and throw that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, about that. So the last time this sort of happened in my life that I didn't know
This
I
has
could
happened
do,
more than once.
there was like 15 bodies laying around with the skeletons that I had rose. Well, I mean, technically, I don't know if I rose, but I was told that I did it.
Told by who? What? Okay.
A voice.
Okay. Cool. Voice. That's good. You had a voice.
But
had a
there
voice
was
start
a
too.
lot of body, a lot of blood and bodies. They were all stacked.
Okay.
Did they hit the floor?
You asshole.
I'll look behind me
I can't stand you.
and just be like, "What does that mean?" Most bodies
It
have
was
floors.
It was another lifetime. It is a song that I performed many years ago.
You start. A couple of you are able to hear. It's Irune, Raylan, and Elvire are all able to hear the shuffling coming from where those three skeletons just went to. Much louder than it was when you heard it from the stairs.
Okay. I would say we either walk away from the shuffling sound coming towards us. We could go upstairs. We could lock the door at least. I don't know. Maybe Elvire here can put pet dogs to use and have them guard the door. I don't know. But yeah, I've been in these situations. I ain't feeling good.
All right.
I think we have some things to discuss. I just have been staring at Elvire the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So let's discuss them upstairs.
All right.
Okay.
Hastily retreat.
Agreed.
Run!
Run away! Run away!
Okay.
Okay, we're going upstairs.
Yep. Give me a second. I'll throw you guys upstairs.
Aren't you glad you made this amazing multi-level map that you have to drag us around because we split the party like assholes all the time?
It is what it is.
Deep sigh.
So this is an open staircase.
Oh,
Okay, let's start putting some shit down.
they're locking this thing up. Got it. Understood. What about this door right here?
Can you rip it off and just put it on top of the stairs?
There's some stuff on the other side. There's like some benches and stuff we could stack up against it.
Yeah.
Let's at least make a barricade so that way if we hear a loud sound, we know it's stairs. You know,
Okay.
just saying.
So is this open out this room?
Yeah, I mean, there's some kind of rocks in the way, but yeah, you can walk out to the deck there.
Okay.
All right. So
Let's build a barricade.
barricade.
I'll help carry whatever needs carrying.
At least set a trap, a noisemaker. You see what I'm talking about? While they're doing that, I'm gonna start doing this around. Fuck it, yeah. Let's see. Does anybody got?
I have hunting traps. I think. Do I?
Yeah, let's at least set up some traps in here. At least some noisemakers. That way we know if we're upstairs. We can.
I believe I picked some ball bearings up off of out of the people in the first warehouse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put those at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Are you putting anything over top of the stairs, or?
Just putting it here.
Hey, big man, can I borrow some of those doors?
So we're gonna say that basically you've got. Or let me not do it that way. Let me put this here. So you've got ball bearings, kind of all in that area there.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it was 100 or so.
Yeah. You're just dumping them all.
Yep.
Actually, can I do that? While that's going on, I want to pick up these planks because no one's listening to me. I'm gonna start putting these planks up against this side, kind of intersecting between, like on top of the stairs, just where they lay even.
Yeah.
And I'm
then
gonna start
do
putting
that
those ball
next.
bearings on there.
Yeah, I'll start helping to bring that in.
I'll come back in with a random door that I just ripped off. Of it.
Perfect. That's fine. I am totally fine for that.
All right.
And is this a bench that's outside in front of me?
Yeah, it's a flipped over bench.
Okay. Is that something that I can drag
Sure.
inside?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Go on. Grab the bench and drag it to the
Just
staircase.
exploded. Stand by.
I'll get. Is there anything? Are these like bookcases?
Yeah.
Someone come help me get this bookcase.
How heavy is this rock outside?
I'll dump the book.
I'll help with the bookcase.
Which rock? Yeah, I mean, that's 30 pounds. 30, 40 pounds. It's not huge. It's not a boulder.
All right, yeah, let me get that rock. Let me get that rock. Put it on top of that door.
All right.
I'm gonna knock the books off of the shelf if there are any left.
Yeah, there's very few.
Okay, and then I'm gonna drag the shelf over.
Perfect.
As I help her. That is disrespectful to those books.
I stared him. Undead are disrespectful to us.
Game recognized game.
Several different. All right, so I'm gonna throw the shelf on there.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
How are we feeling?
It's good. It's great.
So that's basically what you guys have done. You basically just piled a bunch of shit. You've got ball bearings at the top of the stairs. You've got a boulder, a small boulder sitting on top of these things that you've got leaning up against the wall above this, planks and bookshelves and shit like that.
Those wet bandits ain't getting in this bitch.
Yeah.
All right. So, what are we gonna do with this shithole of a house?
Well, I suppose we should probably address several of the strange goings-ons, since we still have to contend with the voices that wanted to kill us. But it seems we have other undead friends in the basement, Elvire. How did that happen exactly?
Well, I read a thing, and then a thing happened. And it was from the book that Aaron gave me.
I mean, I'm not sure how. Back on me.
All right.
I couldn't even recognize
But
the
the previous time I was meditating on a spell, and I woke up. Oh,
word.
Were you woken up inside?
um, I woke
I
up
don't-
and this is Mary panicking, not Elvire. This is Mary panicking, not Elvire.
We do things. I mean,
Art imitates life. It's okay.
I woke up and something happened and like boo, another thing went off the wall there and skeletons were walking.
Got it.
Mhm.
Got it.
Was it Argonauts or was it more Thriller?
It was more smelled like blood and guts and gross stuff.
Thriller. Perfect.
Excellent.
Okay.
and
Well-
So about those voices.
Oh yeah, I hear them all the time.
do they sound like the voices that we're hearing in our new abode, or no?
I don't know. They always sound different.
I think the sooner the better we talk to Nazin and get this deed done. We'll be better off.
Yeah, so is it okay to
Why
leave
would we-
here? Like, I just want to make sure if this place is okay to stay in.
Well, I mean,
I don't.
I gesture to the basement like pile of the hole that we have like.
That's a minor detail. How are the first two floors?
But if they could be turned and help us in our cause.
I don't know that I want something like that's help long term.
A posse of skeletons going through the street. That sounds exciting.
Elvira, you know that is certainly well within the realm of kind of the power that you're starting to sense, that you could control a half dozen undead walking skeletons, but certainly nowhere near your abilities at this point.
Gotcha.
Well,
I think maybe we should talk to Nazin and see about the deed thing.
frankly, I don't think we're getting paid any other way.
Yeah, I agree.
Buy,
Better to
buy
have
some land.
property, something of value like this, rather than coins. This could become coins easily enough later.
Fuck spinning rims. Buy some land.
That's right. They're always talking
Darn.
about those half-elf owned businesses. You gotta keep the money in the community.
Sterling, you're such a Grisho girl tonight. I can't. This is
I
your
wonder
best
why.
Self. It's your best self. Okay, so shall
Alright.
we
Let's
go
go get
accept
this
this
deed.
as our reward then? Get the deed signed. See if that'll
Can
help.
I do some sort of Arcana check in the area to see how I feel how strong the magic is coming back?
Yeah.
To bite us in the ass.
I'm gonna assist her on that.
I didn't feel anything ever creeping within 30 feet of us while I was upstairs.
Thank you for the assist.
Just the ones that were right there.
Okay. But once we got up, though, nothing was setting it off while we were.
No.
putting things between
No.
the rooms.
So, you can roll Arcana again since it's not set to roll twice right now. I've got to fix that. Just roll it twice, and we'll take the higher of the two for the advantage.
Hey.
Yeah. So I mean, so you. Oopsie, did I just make that?
Oh.
My fault. That's my fault.
Okay, what now?
Yeah, I mean, you sense that there's definitely multiple magical presences around. Whether they're undead or spells, you can't really pinpoint because it seems like it's coming from different directions.
Oh wow. So we should probably try and talk to those people that were talking earlier. Because I didn't only hear that because everybody else heard those voices, right?
I did.
I didn't hear
See?
shit.
I'm not crazy.
I mean-
Only half the voices in my head are in my head.
Exactly.
So, are we talking to the voices, or are we going to see Chasm?
What does everybody think?
That's fine, but I'm not a good candidate to talk to voices like that.
We obviously have too many neighbors. We need to either ask them to move out or take care of a pest problem. Either downstairs in the basement, or we ask. Yeah, that's all I can. That's all I can do. I can't shoot shit, so yeah. I'm gonna smoke a pipe while they're all talking.
I wonder if we become the owners, if that'll help us leverage better. Maybe we should just go talk to Nazin and finalize the deal first.
See if he's trying to screw us
I
over.
agree. I
don't
agree
think
with
he
that.
is. I think this is the best he can do. I think it's already happened. It's just how badly we'll let it happen.
I'm just saying, things aren't piecing together. Someone's not telling us something.
Just
Either.
let it happen. Let us go
Hold on.
sign this deed.
Well, then let's go speak to the one person who can answer our questions.
Okay, you guys are heading
Okay.
heading into town.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yep. So you head back towards wherever it was that you last saw Nazin. I believe at the Ivory Dwarf is where it was.
Mhm.
Sounds right.
Yes.
So you head down to the southern part of town. Takes you 15, 20 minutes to get down there. You get down there, and Nazin is there, just kind of relaxing, not really talking to anybody, but kind of just scribbling in a notebook. He doesn't see you enter. His back's to the main door.
Raylan, you want to do some talking?
Hell no.
As we-
Romani?
As we walk on a scale, 1 to 10, how irritated are we with him right now?
10. I'm gonna walk over to him and slap that book off the table.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah.
You trying to give us a deed to a haunted house?
You know what? Let's give him advantage because I am definitely proficient in intimidation.
Yeah, I mean, you could
Can
roll
I-
a quick intimidation check if you will, please.
Can I play good cop here?
Somebody's gonna need to.
Yeah, I just stand arms crossed behind him.
Yeah, absolutely.
For that extra. So roll her twice and take the highest one, Keenan.
Yeah, I mean, it flies across, hits a guy in the back who kind of like stumbles a little bit, spills a little bit of ale, not enough to make him mad though. People bump into each other here. But yeah, and then Naz just kind of full on saucer eyes looks up at you like, my best friends, what's going on?
Can I crawl up onto the table and go, hey, buddy, listen. We saw the house, and there's a lot of undead in there.
I mean, I assumed there was something wrong with it. I got it at a deal. What do you, I don't know what to tell you. Do you want it?
What's the deal with it?
I mean, there's dead things in it. I feel like you
No,
you really hit the
duh.
nail on the head.
Where
Yeah.
did you buy it from? How did you get it at a deal?
I bought it from a gnome who was just trying to move the house because he was trying to flip it. I was gonna flip it, but then we all met, and I didn't have a reason to keep it anymore.
What gnome? What was his name?
Tiddly somethings.
I'm
Teevers?
sorry. What was that?
What?
Tiddles? Something like that. I can't remember. I've only met him once or twice.
Tiddlywinks?
That sounds right.
I want to
Alright.
call
So-
that bluff.
I'm gonna edge a little closer to Nazem, right in his face. Tell me everything you know about Tiddlywinks.
Hold on. I have to timestamp that because I mean, holy shit!
Just clip it.
Clip it. So Nazir kind of like leans backwards a little bit. He's like, I mean, he's a little gnome guy, and he knows magics and spells and the finger wiggles, and I don't know. He had goings and comings with the castle, and he got in some kind of trouble. Needed money quick. Sold me the deed.
How long ago was that?
Probably almost a month.
Was he alone?
Yeah. I've never seen him hanging out with anybody else. Maybe... Nope, I can't think of anything. I was trying to think, maybe once I saw him with another gnome, but I can't think of if he was ever with anybody else ever.
How do you know him, Aaron?
He is the brother of my maker.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
I don't know. I'm just looking for him.
Why?
I said I don't know. And then I'm going to turn my back on Elvire.
I'm just...
Nazim, keep my eyes on you.
Okay, I'll keep my eyes on you. He kind of like scoots to the edge of the stool he was sitting on and picks up his notebook and takes it back and just kind of sits quietly looking at you. So do you guys want the house? Again, I could pay you, but it's going to be a little while. I've got to get the proceeds from my new book of poetry.
I believe we can probably take the house and expect some gold once this book sells well. You did neglect to mention the undead. And I'm going to do see, do I want to intimidate or do I... Yeah, I want to intimidate.
Okay.
I'm still looking real, still standing back looking real buff, throwing advantages around on that intimidate, though.
Okay.
So roll it again.
Good looking. Good look.
I got you. Got you, fam.
Damn!
Nailed it! Yeah.
Yeah. He says, I mean, I don't have the money, but I am 100% sure that if you're okay waiting 4 to 6 weeks, my new book of poetry is really, really gonna sell well.
Your new book of poetry.
Yes.
Did you make books of poetry before?
This is book number 4.
How have the others sold?
The first one, gangbusters. 2, 3, and 4 didn't do as good, but I still covered all of my expenses.
What kind of poetry do you write?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Sometimes love poems, sometimes poems of about the fantastic, interesting things I see on my adventures. Sometimes that same thing, but other people's adventures. I'm kind of inspired by this skeleton situation you're talking about. I might write a poem about that. Sometimes I write poems about tripping on shoelaces.
I'm gonna sit down.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cross my legs and kind of cast prestidigious.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna form.
Guy.
I'm gonna form a ball of light. Just gonna form a ball of light, just kind of spin into my hand.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can give us a little taste of your poetry.
I'd be happy to. He like starts flipping through this notebook, and he goes, "The shoelace one good."
Let's hear it.
I tripped on my shoelace and I fell up the rooftops, up over the town, up past the treetops, up over the mountains, up where the colors blend in the sounds. But it got me dizzy when I looked around. I got sick to my stomach and I threw down. So that's a play on throwing up, but down because I went up. That's all.
That was terrible.
I don't even know what just happened.
Let's
I'm gonna walk over to.
I just keep looking at the
Naz.
orb that
sign
he's
the
playing
house
with.
and go.
Mm.
Don't quit your day job.
Okay, this is, be honest, is my day job, so I am concerned. But I have a good feeling. The people of Pyler love my poetry.
I'm gonna call that bluff. Is that perception?
Insight.
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 Yeah, I mean, he believes it. He's not lying. He believes that the people of Pyler love his poetry.
Who else is in the room with us? Is there any other
There's
parties?
a couple
that are...
couple patrons here and there. It's kind of in between busy times.
All right. Is there anything that we need to do to take this deed over?
We just have to get a magistrate to sign off on it. I can go summon one, or we could go to the office. Your choice.
Which one's quicker and gets us away from you faster?
Well,
Should do it on site. Let Nazin be there with
he
us.
thinks for he's like, well, if we all went together, it might be faster. But if I go and bring them back, that is time where I am not there.
We'll go.
I like that option. But
We should go together.
all right, let's just go.
Okay. You guys head out, kind of towards the castle, but not all the way to the castle. And there's a small little kind of stone office building. You walk in. There's a magistrate who looks like they don't really care about anything that's happening. There's lots of stamping happening. Stamp, next. Nazin walks forward. He says, my friends here have a deed they need magistrated. The deed.
That's you over here.
Oh yeah. There you go.
The magistrate takes it. Stamp. Gives it back. You own the house now. Anything else?
No.
You sure?
You, and you are all gonna have to sign up for citizenship. You and you, I don't know. Pointing to Irune and Elvire, I don't know the rules about that whole thing, but you'll get a runner. A messenger will come and tell you your citizenship requirements. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yep. Let's head out.
I'm just stone faced this whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I asked Nazin again if he knows anything about. I kind of whisper to his side, like, you know anybody here that dabbles in the undead or practices black magic? You gotta take care of our bug problem.
You could try any of the magic shops. That would be my best guess. I'm happy to hear about the story afterwards and turn it into a lovely poem. As you heard, I am a good writer and would be happy to turn it into a story.
What about the shop that has the purple smoke that comes out of it? Have you heard of that shop? Or do you know about it?
Yeah, over by the slums, the Beholden Beholders, I think it's called. It's fine.
Who owns that?
Some guy. I don't really go in there. I don't like, if I'm being honest, purple's not my thing.
That's so sad, darling. It would look beautiful with your attire.
I'm gonna ask Nazin if he knows any contractors be able to fix this house up.
Yeah, there's the Carpenters Guild. They would absolutely take on the job. And I think even
The bent nail. I speak up.
yeah,
I found some places where
that's around. It. The bent nail. They do all types of woodworking and sometimes even stonework. But They've been known to do remodeling and refurbishing.
Okay.
Okay.
I believe we're done here.
Give Renault my best.
Okay, bye! He
Yeah,
just-
right.
he walks out and starts heading back south towards wherever it is that Nazin goes.
Well, let's go see if this provides us with new leverage for our two murderous little friends. Maybe you can finally talk to them, Elvire, since you seem to have such a knack for dealing with things that should be dead still.
Well, I don't think it's so much of a knack as an accident.
Only happy accidents. Let us go.
Okay. You guys head back to the old the abode, the mansion, and you're there. I think that worked.
Yeah.
Yep. So you walk in the front door, and you are there. That's it.
Sweet.
Any chance you could reload my character? Because I've had to reload, refresh Roll20. I still can't get a map. I get the chat and everything. Just map, I got nothing. Did I unlock it or something?
You have sight. You have everything you need there.
It might be my browser just fucking up. I'll just keep fucking around with it.
Yeah, I don't see anything that would keep you from being able to see.
Okay, all right, then I'm just gonna reload it.
It's
Just
we're
make
on
sure
the
you
top
zoom
half
out
right
all
now.
the way.
Mm-hmm. No, I did zoom down. It's all just white. Loads everything else but the map. It's cool.
Lame.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Anyways,
Boosty.
nah, it's cool.
Oh, very much lame.
All right, there.
Elvire, darling, if you would like to attempt to speak to the voices, I shall assist. And I'll just kneel down, kind of put my hand on her shoulder. So as she talks, I'm just gonna give her advantage.
Okay. That's for an
Could-
Arcana check, right?
I was about to say, do I
Correct.
do two arcanas?
Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
Until
Make
we
sure to
until
show
we
them the
fix that.
deed.
Oh god.
Yeah, and you're kind of
I know.
unrolling the deed.
Hold it up. I did a thing and now it's mine.
Yeah, you feel what seems like a breeze come from kind of like where all the openings are from all the doors and from that gap in the northwest of that room. Just this cold breeze, and then you feel a presence near you, and the deed gets yanked out of your hand and is just kind of floating right in front on the staircase, about 4 feet off the ground. You hear whispers starting. Oh, I think it's theirs now. Well, then that means it's their mansion. The manor is theirs. Well, yes, but what do we do about the basement? Well, that's their problem, I think, right? Well, I don't know. What do you want from
We
us?
all hear this?
Yeah, you hear the whispering amongst themselves, and then you hear, "What do you want from us?" kind of echo in the room.
You heard a what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the last part.
Echoing in the room pretty loudly, you hear, "What do you want from us?" In a female's voice.
Oh.
In a woman's voice.
Help.
With what? This is your
Needs
home now.
money, South.
With answers
Where's this
about the basement.
We do not control the basement. The basement is off limits for us.
Why?
We are not permitted to go there
By whom?
by the former masters of this home.
Who were the former masters?
Tiddlywinks.
A gnome named Tiddlywinks.
Oh, so that was legit. Okay.
Yeah, so.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
Silly question. Who are you?
Where's my fucking map?
We are the Sarmpsons. Our names are Lart and Bisa.
Does anybody recognize those names?
History check?
never You've never heard of Lart and Bisa Sarpson?
Nope. Nope. Not at all.
I'll roll that. See.
Brandon, this feels like a Carl's Jr. moment.
It feels like I said it and then I was like, why the fuck did I say that? I just read an article yesterday why your high fantasy setting turns into Rick and Morty every time, and I was like, oh, I get it. It's because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, no, you don't recognize the names at all, and you're positive that you would recognize it if had you heard of it before. Those would have stuck out for you.
Mm.
Okay. What are you guys doing here? How long have you been here?
We have been bound here for 200 years nearly. We serve the masters of this house.
The gnome? Oh, so he just forbade you from the basement, not from...
Yes, there's a seal that prevents us from entering the basement, and we were forbade from going in.
Is it possible for us to lift this seal for you, since we are the masters of this house now?
I do not know. Do you think he could lift it? I don't know. I didn't know that it could be lifted. And they you hear them bickering for a second. We do not know. We are happy for you to try.
Well, do you want to go into the basement?
We were happy to go into the basement until earlier this evening we heard the wails of hundreds of dead. That sort of turned us off.
So you've never heard that before?
No, that is not a familiar sound. We know that there were always tendrils of necromancy flying around, coming up the stairs from the basement. We would feel it, but never went in, and so we never had to deal with it.
Did that
Good evening,
start
sir. How are you?
before or after the gnome?
It was with the gnome.
Okay.
I know I have a Mr. Madams thing at 1 o'clock, but that'll...
This dude.
You know those people that are like at
Time out.
McDonald's that have the phone and
There he goes.
speakerphone?
I think he just realized what was happening.
There it is.
Yeah. Sorry, please continue.
Hold on. We sped over one thing. When you say serve the masters of the house, like, can you elaborate on what type of servitude are we talking about?
We do what is necessary to keep the house in working order and to ensure that the masters of this house want for nothing while they are here.
Oh,
Tiddlywinks was your master?
He owned the house. Whoever owns this manor is the master of the house, and that is you, Goblin.
another silly question. You gotta do like carpentry work or anything like that? Like, I mean, you know.
You hear like a ghostly chuckle. we cannot heavily interact in the realm that would make that necessary. We have the ability to do small things. I'm sure that were it necessary, I could take coats and my sister could pull out chairs and light candles and carry things here to there, but we do not have the ability to reconstruct. That's not anything that we were ever taught.
Got it. So you guys are used to it. Understood.
Why was he wanting you out of the basement?
That I do not know. I assume it is in relation to the magic.
Great. We got to go back downstairs. That's there we go.
What? How do we come to that conclusion?
We should probably go check on the barrier, though. Yeah? No?
Agreed.
Okay. I'll go head that way.
I will follow her.
So We're going back to the basement.
No, we're not. We're just checking to see if our little barricade held up.
Ask those spirits if they can light the. Ask those spirits if they can light the basement up for us. Just make it easier to walk around.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all can light some fire, can y'all light some torches around this place?
I would be happy to. The basement, however, we would not be able to light without being there, but we can light the mansion if you would like.
Perfect. Do
Would be
that.
great.
I appreciate that word.
Okay, 1 second.
Small one, give them that order.
Sorry. Cat, what?
Do you only listen to the small one, or to all of us?
Well,
Is it
no,
just-
the small one seems to
They-
have given you all some sort of decision-making power, though she is clearly the mistress of the house.
Mistress. No.
I don't know if I can co-sign with that, but I'll allow it for now.
So yeah, so the
Well,
house is
It
fully
sounds
lit
like
up.
you probably should have co-signed 15 minutes ago if you were actually.
Mhm.
Look.
Whole house lights up. Not just the fireplace that is there, but kind of you're able to see the veil of kind of dim lighting is fully lifted from the house, and you guys are able to get to do one quick lap and get a good view of the whole entire house.
So while they're doing whatever it is they're doing, walk back. Can you guys actually leave the house?
We have never been successful yet in leaving the house.
How did you become this way?
We served the original master of the house, and one thing led to another, and we are bound to the home.
Who was the original master of the house?
Thaddeus Greyskull.
I looked at Hugi. Does that mean anything to you?
Let me history that real quick.
He could also be the founder of the organization who boss we just murdered. Just a thought.
You've never heard it before, Kyuki.
Those names do not ring in my
The word Greyskull does, as you kind of nod at what Raylan said. That's the closest that you recognize the name.
Right.
Like Raylan mentioned, the Greyskulls is just another name for the organization.
That's how everything works.
Interesting. I wonder if they ever ran out of this place before they got run into the sewers. And I'd like to think, and I wonder if there is an entrance to the sewer in the basement.
So basement?
Well, did we see is our stuff destroyed?
Everything
Also-
is exactly where you left it.
If I'm being honest, probably should go to the basement.
Be real, son.
Keenan.
Yeah.
What you think about that basement?
Yeah. What Brad Pitt say in Inglourious Bastards?
Come again?
What Brad Pitt saying in Inglourious Bastards? Don't want to go fight in the basement.
That's right.
This is a good night. I'm so pleased we didn't all die instantly at the beginning. This would have been real sad
Right.
because we hit on some gold tonight that I'm very pleased about.
Should go try our new tricks out and head to the basement.
You think so?
Yes, might as well.
All
Gotta
right.
get rid of the pests. We took care of our neighbors. Let's go take care of the pests. Elvire, I would hope you help us out the most in this since you've been here.
Y'all keep thinking that I have control of everything down there, and I
Well,
don't.
I'm not saying you don't have control. I'm just saying it's your mess. You're going to help us clean it up.
Did you? Did
I
you?
didn't clean it up the first time.
Did
That-
you? or
that
did
was
you
part
not
of the
make
problem.
Skeletons walk away. Yes or no?
Say that one more time. I couldn't hear you.
Did you or did you not make skeletons walk away?
I made 2.
It was
away.
3. I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. Let's get down.
3. There's a horde down there. There's 3 plus another 3 plus another 3 and then another 3, and they're all down there and they're all coming for me.
You said
Does Elvire know math like that?
I'm sorry. What was that last part?
She knows 3. She can go up to 3.
Okay.
Did you say they're all coming for you?
Well, I don't know if they are, but I feel like they are.
well, then we'll protect you.
So what you're saying is we should set a trap, use you as bait.
We got that rope still, don't we?
Yes! Let's do that!
Really?
Don't
As
ask questions.
long as somebody promises to protect me. I'll be fine.
No, Jason.
What was that?
I don't know.
Jason just shit his
It's the
pants on
fucking
the
wooden-
internet.
It was the wooden stairs, man. We're in an old ass house. Why are you blaming me?
Yeah,
We're in a fucking
yeah, that
manor.
was that was stone cold doo doo happening in your britches.
You're gonna have to throw those pants and maybe that chair away.
I'm gonna be honest.
It's not
I
gonna
would
make it.
burn the house. I would just
Yeah.
leave.
I'm trying to do that right now.
Ooh. God, that was. I smelled that from Minneapolis.
Thank you.
Yeah,
The
good
beacons
push.
are lit, fam. The beacons are lit.
Good push. Beacons are- Back blast area all secure.
Oh, my core hurts.
So it sounds like you guys are gonna use Elvire as a bait for some kind of trap.
Yeah.
What's the plan?
I think we just mark her out there. That's it.
I say we tie her to a rope, let her walk down there. Here's the thing on the for real. They move when she moves. We got about 100 foot worth of rope. I say we tie her up. We kind of let her walk around. You know, if they stay away from here, we're good. And if she needs help, she'll give us a yank and we just pull her back down the hallway. You got a fishing rod attached to you there, big man?
I love this idea.
like a tow rope, like just a tow rope, so you can just activate it and pull me back.
Yeah, I mean, I think each of you has at least 50 feet of rope.
Well, we got that big ass one from the sewers earlier. The,
Yeah.
We had that
Elvire,
one as
so
well.
And that was
I
another
think it was
50.
like 100. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've
But
got.
what's the
300 feet of rope.
plan? Are we just hoping you pull me back fast enough?
Look,
I haven't heard anything else.
it's gonna be okay.
Your shit just falling out of your face. What is
Good
going
job.
on with this stream?
I don't know. Guess what? 5-second rule.
Yep.
Having a hell of a night.
All right.
Please,
Mhm.
someone timestamp where we are right now so I can rewind about 5 minutes and watch the spatial journey.
He was completely broken.
All right, I'm gonna pull out some rope. Let's do this.
To the basement.
Fishing for skellies
Let's go.
with great value Baby Yoda bait. Let's do it.
This is the way.
All right, so let's do it.
Okay, so you guys are pulling off all the stuff that's covering the staircase, right?
Sure.
Mhm.
Are you pulling it off? And you want me to just smash
Careful
it?
of ball bearings.
You want me to Hulk smash it?
We could both, do that.
You
I'm
could
gonna just-
carefully
Wanna
lift
do it.
stuff and set it aside, or you could Hulk smash. I mean, it's
Here's the thing. I'm gonna pick that rock up and then throw it through all the stuff.
Can I help him do it so we get some extra?
That's a strength check.
yeah, I don't know how many how you're really able to help with the the smash.
Lifting the boulder?
It's only 25, 30 pounds.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, absolutely. Like, you want to do a quick strength check?
Good.
Oh, you
I'm
did.
gonna
I see
stay
it, yeah.
around the corner
Yeah.
so those ball bearings don't fly and hit me in the fucking face.
I mean, the ball bearings don't get caught much. It just splinters and shatters everything that was covering the staircase, making
Awesome.
as much noise as possible.
Good.
Yep.
Elvire, do you feel anything?
Can I do a Arcana check?
Yeah, I mean, it's super tough because you feel the two presences upstairs and definitely presence coming from downstairs. I'm sorry, I got something in my eye.
Sorry, guys. I'm feeling it from all sides. It's everywhere. I don't know how close they are.
All right. Well, how much rope are we attaching to hers?
I'll attach my 50.
I've got my 50 on already.
All right. Everybody's 50? What was that?
Yeah.
You have a total of 300 feet because
So,
Raylan grabbed an extra 50 feet at one point.
All right. So we send her down the stairs by herself, or we send her over the corner? What are we doing?
Well, how hard is it going to be to navigate going down the stairs with all the crap on it?
It's difficult terrain, right? So she just has to be careful.
I just say that one more time. I
It's
just have to what?
it's difficult terrain, so you just have to be careful. It's like it's halves your movement speed. So
But I meant for all of us heading down there.
same thing. Everybody has to kind of move half as quickly as you normally would, just to take careful steps.
Okay.
Probably should have thought about that.
Yeah, weird.
It's not really a problem going down the stairs as much as it will be retreating up when you decide to run away.
Correct.
Not sure if I like that term or phrase, retreating.
I don't like that tone personally.
Let's let her go then. We can pull her up on the rope much easier than all of us trying to make it up in case things. All right. Let's
Okay.
Okay, so that's what's happening, right?
oh, Jesus.
hold on. Don't I-
Real fun.
Okay, give me a second. So you got 300 feet of rope is what you've got. Give me just a
Make
second.
it count.
So it's about to go black for most people, I think.
Spoilers on who one of them is.
Yeah. So nobody can see, right? Except for Elvire.
I can see.
Yeah.
How,
Can't see.
Negative.
how can y'all fucking see? That's so crazy.
I can't see. I cannot.
1 second. Let me see. You can see where Elvire is?
Who thought they could?
Who could?
Nobody can see, right?
Brandon, I think you heard me because I said I could see.
Oh, I
Yes,
thought I heard
sorry.
Cheryl say it. My bad. Okay. So right now,
Heard me say what now? What?
nothing. You're good. So right now, it's about
Anybody want to give her a torch?
30, 40 feet. She can see in the dark.
All right.
It's 35 feet to kind of this area right here.
Okay.
Elvire, you are the only person doing anything right now.
Aaron and I are holding the other end of the rope so we can.
Give
Okay,
it,
I'll.
give it a yank.
Can I do a
Test it.
perception check?
Yeah.
The perception check to see if I hear anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Elvire, pull on. I yell down to her. Well, not yell, but she's working.
But yeah, scream
Elvire.
as loud as you can.
No, it's loud. Get my point across. Pull 3 times hard in a row if you need us to pull you back.
That seems like a whole lot of effort.
Oh, I didn't hit it. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear that there's some shuffling, especially coming from the northern area.
Okay. Let me do a stealth check because I want to remain as quiet as possible with a giant rope tied to me.
Okay.
And
Okay.
okay.
And then
Are they
No,
are they looking at me?
Oh yeah, they're looking right at you. dead
Have they
onto
raised
your
their
face.
swords?
No, they're still doing the same thing that they were doing,
Okay.
which is kind of like
Alright.
swords at their side. As you get close, they all just kind of like rotate and continue to stare at you.
Okay. I'm going to. Can I do a stealth check and poke my head around that corner?
Yeah.
Only they hear me. Oh, getting lower.
Okay. So you can see that there's kind of movement over in this general area.
Okay. Going to slowly. How many feet am I at? I lost my counter.
You are currently at 40, 80, around 100 feet of rope.
Okay.
How's the rope feeling? Slack?
Yeah, still slack. You're kind of feeding it as it's going.
Okay.
All right, we're doing another one.
Okay.
I want to go around that corner and see what they do.
It
What
like
is that?
immediately
Oh, I can't
raises a skeleton right there around that corner, raises its sword, and kind of stares dead-eyed right at you.
Can I go? Wait, no. I'm not gonna hurt you. Persuasion check. Not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
I'm not trying to intimidate. I'm your friend.
Okay. It lowers its sword.
Okay. 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 Okay.
You're at about
80 out
100,
there.
140 right now.
140. Okay.
The suspense is killing me.
Right? It's the worst.
What is that?
Some spider webs and cobwebs and stuff.
Ah.
No, I don't like this. She sees shit we don't see, y'all. I don't like it.
There's another one. Okay, let's do.
How far is she?
That should be 140 was right there.
Nah, shit. All right. Well, can't do that.
Yeah, you're at like 180.
Okay. Oh my god. All right. Does he see me?
Yeah.
Is he raising a sword?
No, just kind of like already had it kind of like in front of his chest or in front of its chest, and is just staring at you.
All right. Persuasion, I'm not gonna hurt you. Everything's fine. I am here to not hurt you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
It kind of whispers without moving its mouth as you walk by.
That would be, I'm at 2. Where's one? It's 180. Okay, almost over 200. Oops. Okay, I'll do, is this just like a pile? Like a big pile?
Yeah, big old pile of rocks and
Okay,
cobwebs.
Okay. Could I get over that, or is it too big?
You could climb over it. It just takes you a minute, and you have to step carefully.
Mm. Here, I'll go this way for just. All right, stealth check. And I want to slowly poke my head around that corner to see if I can see in.
Okay.
Because that door is open, right?
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Guys, this is ridiculous. Okay. How many feet? I think I'm at a little, like 250,
You're at
230?
240. Yep.
240? Okay. Can I poke my head on in? This is just a big circle. Oh. Same thing for this. I can crawl through this. It just takes me a second. Okay. I think I'm pushing 300.
Yeah, you're right. You're like, you got 10 feet left, basically. You're at 285, 290.
All right, let me back out of here. Oops. Okay. There's nothing there.
How far is he? What's up with this rope?
You felt it get kind of taut, and now you see that there's a little bit of slack returning to it.
Can I get through this?
Yes. Yeah, same. Yep.
Same. Okay. That was. I just. Oh, I understand the map now. My bad.
Stop.
Pull. I'm pulling on the line.
you just strength checks from both of you two, please.
Somebody's about to have their spine broken.
That's a save. Not the wrong one, but it's still the same modifier, so it's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's still a natural one. Keenan?
I think this is awesome. I don't know, what is this?
There you go.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are some weak people.
I assume she's
Can I come in for an
she's ready
assist?
to-
The only way.
You guys, so from up the stairs, you hear another immediate, like, just echoing shriek of what sounds like a dozen undead or more screaming at the top of their lungs. And Elvire, this is what you see. You see these
Looking at her face.
all with raised short swords, and you see what looks to be another 10 or so climbing up out of the pit in the middle of the room, and you're suddenly getting pulled back. And you get pulled back out of that room and into this hallway. As you get pulled past that skeleton that was right next to you there,
Mm-hmm.
you hear the same whisper that you heard before.
How far away is she?
It feels like about half slack from what it was. I mean, but you've got it taut, like you're continually pulling. And so at this point,
Got a pulley
Elvire
in that
has.
suit?
I assume Elvire, you've kind of started running with the rope.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Get me out of here.
Like it, girl. You got it.
I got little legs.
She comes barreling up. Please do a quick.
Oh no.
Yep. Hold on. Where is this? To the front.
Oh, God,
Okay.
please.
Do a quick acrobatics check, please, Elvire?
It's difficult terrain.
Please click on
Oh wow. So yeah, so like I mean just like step, easy over all the broken planks and door that's there, and then you hit the ball bearings, and you just like I mean from one side to the other, you just like you just easy slide up, and you just like and then you just stop right at the other side of the ball bearings, plant your foot, and you are now upstairs.
Sexy.
Oh. What happened?
So there's a lot of skeletons, and they were crawling out of pit. They're coming. They're coming, guys. They're coming. They're on
Okay.
the way.
Are they actually coming? Do you know? Did they follow you?
All I saw was them coming at me, and then I ran.
So far away.
Get away.
It was about 150 feet in. Maybe.
So,
160.
now
And
what?
there's a giant pit.
Are they?
And
on
they're
their way
crawling
to us?
out of the pit.
Did you see anything else around the pit?
Nope.
Any sigils? Anything?
Just saw a bunch of skeleton guys and got the hell out.
Mm-hmm. We need to bottleneck them.
That is far more than I can handle.
Are they coming this way right now?
They were last time I checked.
Let's do it. Let's
I
get
don't know how far they followed me. Can I do a perception check, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out where they were. Is the idea?
Yes. Yeah, and if they were following, if they were continuing to
Yeah. I
follow
mean,
me.
it looked like that. It looked like they had seen you and were moving on you. Yeah.
Mm.
So we could bottleneck them at the stairs, and maybe our friends upstairs can help us.
Yeah, let's talk to old Lord. Where's he at?
Lart is a she. Okay. Bisa is the man.
Oh, because that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Got it. Do you guys know anything about this pit downstairs?
They don't seem to be in the room with you.
They are-
Worst servants ever.
This is clearly the gnomes doing. This is the kind of
Oh Lord, I have a question for you.
You feel like a cold air.
Go on, Irene.
You guys know anything about a pit in the basement?
Never been there.
What about?
they're banned from.
What kind of stuff did Tiddlywinks do out of this house?
There we go.
Others have used the house for entertaining royalty. Before that, it was, I believe, a base of operations of sorts. But Tiddlywinks, very rarely did we ever see him. It fell into disrepair early on in his tenure as proprietor.
Did he spend a lot of time in the basement?
Almost exclusively.
More than the other owner?
Absolutely.
Did he have a room upstairs?
I do not know if it was upstairs or if it was the room to the far west. There were some bedrooms on the west, but I believe it was upstairs. Yes.
Elvire,
What about
maybe
What about a
there's
study or an office where he kept like things that he worked on up here outside of the basement?
That would be upstairs. Yes.
All right, let's go check that out.
Let's go.
And while they're going to check that out, I'm going to show Bisa this spell book, this thing.
Okay.
See if they recognize the necromancy spell on the back.
Gotcha. I didn't mean to make this thing visible here. Sorry about that.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
That's what I was wondering.
It was an accident.
Was it?
Yeah. So I mean, you could just sense that there's presences in there, Irone, and you kind of like hold up this sealed spell book, and you hear that is absolutely Fizzbang's sigil on the front, and you just where there's like a small little emblem on the front.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, where's the study? Where are we now?
You guys are headed upstairs, I assume?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, 1 second. I can throw you up there just for ease of movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, Jason.
I keep reloading my fucking roll 20. I keep getting blank shit, so I'm trying to. I got everything else but a fucking map.
You should have it now.
Yeah, we're hoping.
Well, you were in the like staircase by yourself, but now you're with everybody else.
Okay, I trust you. I'll say shit. Fuck it.
I live. God, that's amazing. Right.
Okay. So yeah, you guys end up at the top of the stairs there.
All right. So we're heading to his chambers.
Yes.
Okay.
There we go.
So can she tell where the people are taking her? Oh my god, I just noticed Miko. He's the best.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like the direction was the room right off of the stairs.
Okay. Let's go.
Oh.
The presences did not come up with you.
Let's head in then.
I thought we checked this room before, but all right. What's in this fallen bookcase?
A couple.
Investigation.
Well, yeah, I mean, just by looking at it, it's a couple pieces of parchment that just have like scrawlings that are kind of like just like diary notes for days, and there's some standard books about the undead, kind of like, you know, what every man should know about skeletons, the ghast, and you, books like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna investigate to see if there's anything else of note.
Yeah.
Around at all, like personal items.
Doesn't seem like it. You can't
Bet
find
it doesn't.
anything.
Could I do an investigation check as well?
Sure.
Could I look at sorry, investigation. Okay, is there any like markings or anything on the wall that we see, or do I recognize any of the book?
No, nothing jumps out as familiar.
Okay.
They look like standard kind of, almost more like educators' books, like classroom textbooks for the most part.
All right. Well, so basement.
I guess all the good stuff's down there.
As you thumb through the books, and you're just kind of like checking them really quick, they all do seem like textbooks for the most part, and they all have like a for lack of better word, like a seal on the inside cover, kind of indicating that they are textbooks from the Silver Lake Institute.
Mm-hmm.
Could I do I guess a history check? Do I recognize that?
Yeah, you could do a quick history check. Yeah, it's not a place that you've ever been. You've maybe heard a little bit since you've been in town,
Mhm.
but it's nothing that that you've heard of before. But you've heard of the Institute. Um, that's the best that you've heard is you've heard the phrase Silver Lake Institute. You know that Silver Lake, or rather Silverwater, is a small lake in the area.
Got it. Is there any knowledge I can gain from these books?
Not that you don't already have.
Okay.
I mean, so Elvira, I mean, those skeletons, they look strong. They look like they could take like a beating. Like, what would your perception on these skeletons? Like, if you just had to wager.
Could I do a history check maybe to try and think back to when I was in front of them and how they looked?
Yeah, you could just do intelligence too, probably, I think would be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they seemed like fully fledged skeletons. The ones that you remember fighting relatively recently, very similar, right? So they took a couple good bonks to the brain from your quarterstaff to go down.
So, I think we could take them, but I don't think that's what we need to be scared of.
What do we need to be scared of?
I
Wow.
think there's something else down there. I don't know why, but I think there's something else down there.
Such as?
Something worse. That's all.
Always something worse.
Like,
Well, if I woke up the skeletons and there was already something bad going on downstairs, because obviously he was banning his thralls from even going down there, don't think the skeletons are what we need to be worried about.
Skeletons are a symptom of a larger disease, is what you're saying.
The skeletons were me being a dumbass.
So
Not gonna touch that one.
point stands.
That weird cure. Perfect.
So should we clear out the skeletons then? Or is there an infinite number of skeletons because of that pit?
Yeah, that's what we don't know.
Do you want to read that spell book again? Like, I mean, you never know.
Do you want me to do that?
Maybe you send them back.
I do not,
Read it
in
in
fact,
reverse.
particularly want you to do that.
I didn't think so.
Read it backwards.
What if you read it backwards?
I mean,
Oh my god. You can say no, Miss Goblin. I'm just saying. You can say fuck no. Jesus fuck.
I think we need to figure out what the hell the little tiddlywinks did down there before we go trudging down there. And how on earth do you know him? Again? Your brother?
His brother, his name. He's
Gotcha.
the creator. But that it's neither here nor there. The basement is what we need to focus on.
It's a
Alright.
real good distraction for you.
I think he wants to go in the basement.
He likes it
I
dark
think
and
Hope
dank.
wants to smash.
That can be two things.
I mean, I'm leaving it up to y'all because I'm tiny and I need protection. So I don't know what else to tell you.
I'm not a huge fan of the undead. I'm always happy to put them back down where they belong.
And I'm always up for a good fight.
Are we in agreement?
Raylan?
We're really going to do
Real
this.
for what? You really
Huh?
want to charge head first. Like I said, you can find out where figure out where he got the spell book from. We could do some investigations. We don't have to just go head first into everything. But we
Are
got
they on the
tanks, so if y'all want to do it, that
Are they on the way up still? I wonder.
bottleneck, we can make a barrier. We can at least try to have them funneled in, so we can take them out one, and then we could go in and try to figure out what the whole pit situation is. But we don't need to get ourselves surrounded, nor do we need to get ourselves pinched.
I mean, I could lead them back up to the steps again if we wanted to bottleneck them.
Does that sound like a good plan to you, Raylan?
Just saying, keep the high ground.
You,
do whatever.
Elvire, you would have noticed that almost all of the hallways there are thin hallways, right? Like there wasn't any like really big rooms that you had walked into for the most part.
I'm an idiot because I forgot to say that. It's all just a maze. And half the time you're circling back around on yourself. I forgot to tell you guys.
Oops, my bad. It's a fucking labyrinth. My bad.
Well, like, you know how you like walked in and you saw that hallway I really like it was just a straight hallway. It's that all the way through it. Just a straight hallway. I'm so tired from my trip. I'm so sorry, guys. So, if you would like to go down there, we could, but it's all hallways. It's all turn mazes. Circle back around on yourself down there.
All right. So what are we doing? We sticking with the high ground?
Yes.
I concur with that.
All right. Back downstairs.
Sorry, Brandon.
No, it's fine. You still have the rope around your waist right now.
I'm still like toting it around.
Yeah.
I untie it.
It's just nobody untied it, so you're on a leash that Irune and Romani are just taking you around on a little leash.
Jason.
Is it like the kids'
smile
leashes?
A little bit.
Yeah. Just a nice little tug.
All right, let's go back down.
So you're back in the room with the stairs.
All right, perfect.
All right, let's go. Now or never.
And Elvire's going back downstairs?
Mm-hmm.
No, I thought we were gonna take up position, right? At the bottleneck?
Yeah, she's going down. She's going down the stairs. We're staying at the top of the stairs.
All right.
Is
So
that
we'll stay at the top.
Okay.
And then do you want to see, what do you feel? Do you sense them? How does this work?
Let's do perception check.
We can wait
Anytime I do
while
Arcana. Say what?
Nothing. Just y'all do you do you.
I did a perception check.
Yeah, I mean, from where you are, you can hear the shuffling of foot on stone for sure.
Approaching?
Getting louder.
I mean, we could just dip our head over into the stairwell and go.
That sounds like a thing that someone with a rope attached to their waist could do.
I'll go down there. Let's go down there, Elvire. Let's just go. Let's
Are you
scoot.
sure?
Yeah, let's fucking scoot. Jesus, shit! I'll get off the pot.
Okay.
there
I'm
we
going
go?
down there with Elvire. I'm gonna
That's
hand y'all some torches, or I give my torch to Kooky. You hear a scream or whatever if you want to come help. Let's go. Let's get some guys coming up at us. Shoot.
Copy that.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna make my way down there. I'm gonna
So,
crack open.
You see what you see, right? You both should
Yes.
be able to see. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah,
Elvire still has a rope around her waist. Raylan obviously does not.
No, I do not.
Yeah, stay a little further back. Let me poking my head around the corner. There's a lot, and they're coming down the hallway. Well, this is like about 10.
So the two that are in the front are like one of them looks like it's got a big V cut out of its head. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Which you recognize as the one that
I
that
did
got
it.
that got shot in the forehead by Romani earlier.
Are
I'll
they
look at-
walking or are they just standing?
Yeah, the ones that are closest are just standing still. The ones in the back are kind of moving as a group towards you.
Hey, Elvire, which one do you want me to hit first? I whisper across the corner.
Try to hit the one that Romani already hit.
Is it on the left or the right?
The right side of the
Okay.
wall. Sorry, I
This
forgot
is
you can't see that.
this is the one that Romani hit in the very front. Not moving, sword is lowered.
Sword is lowered.
And while they're doing that, can I send a message through this rope?
I think so. Yeah, right. It's a standard object. I think you can. With what's that ability called? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, you use the coin. You're so cool.
It's magical tinkering.
Is it magical tinkering?
Yep. So whenever tapped by a creature emits a recorded object. So I mean that can be heard up to 10 feet. Yeah. So I think that you could. I'm okay with it passing along the rope.
Come
Okay.
on, clever.
I'm going to say, see if you can get any of the skeletons to turn on each other.
Okay.
I hear her say okay, and I'm like, okay, what?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I go and I'll point to the first one and say you and you, or I point to the first two, sorry, and say you and you go after them.
Okay.
And I'll do not persuasion, arcana.
Your choice.
Okay. Might be a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean you see the two skeletons turn around to face this kind of oncoming group of skeletons, and they just charge in like swords drawn and begin hacking and slashing at the front two, who begin hacking and slashing back. Short swords flying, bones falling apart. After about a minute and a half, all four have ended up kind of crumbling down to the ground. The rest continue to move forward, and then you see more pile out of that hallway right there.
Can I try it again and point to the first two and say you and you go after those?
Yeah, you can try.
Let me do the arcana again. Hold on.
Yeah, so the one that's on the right turns and starts like slashing at the legs of the one right next to it, wounding it, clearly kind of like breaking bones off of it before it is just just absolutely destroyed by the rest of them, by the next three.
Got you. Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I'm gonna look at Romani.
Wait,
and
to
say,
be clear, this is working as intended?
I don't know how.
Because
Can I make all of them? Can I tell all of them to stop moving? Just to stop altogether moving.
You can give it a shot. Yeah. In response,
I already did it.
Yeah. In response to your command, they all raise their swords and start moving forward towards you, menacingly in formation. And then you notice more coming from behind you.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Is the 6? Yep. How many do I see coming down the other side? I was looking down. I was wanting to check this.
Yeah,
side.
so you only see 2 coming from that way. You've got a pretty decent vantage point, and so you saw them come around that corner, and you don't see any. What looks to be, you don't see any behind them.
Okay.
So should we back up now and let them come through the steps?
Yeah, I want to loose an arrow at that legion and tug on a rope and be like, it's time to go.
Okay, go ahead and pop shots.
Okay. I need to turn this corner, don't I?
So I mean, from where you were, you kind of had a shot on the one on the
Okay.
left, and you
Yeah,
saw
I just
that.
kind of like.
That was the one that got like basically a leg hacked off already.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. I'm gonna fucking send it.
Send it.
Hit them DMs.
Come on.
Yeah, it's an absolute hit, and you hit it kind of straight through the chest plate. The breastbone shatters, and it just collapses down to the ground.
Okay. And free action, I tug on the rope and say, "Hey, let's go."
Right.
Okay, what's wrong?
You just get yanked back, Elvire. Suddenly, you get yanked towards the stairs.
Yeah, I'll take movement and follow her up the stairs.
Okay. Give me a second.
All right, we need to block off the doors, or not the door, but let's see.
What happened? Everything okay?
Shit ton. Let's get ready. Anybody see Lord of the Rings?
All
All right, we got a ton of them down there. I don't know if they're going to stop or keep going. I couldn't get a count. I looked around the corner, saw the squad marching their way down here. She can control them, so even if the ones that get in the front, we can at least, I don't know, I'd say at least keep them contained. She can just keep trying to...
Your best guess was around a dozen, Raylan.
What I do?
Your best guess is around a dozen.
Yeah, okay. All right, good to go.
Oh, no, perfect.
Mm.
Ooh, we're just waiting.
Hey, I would say let's set up position. Miss Goblin, you think you can call him up here? Just give him a little ditty or something. Sing him a song.
I think I can do that.
Okay.
Let me get this out.
Oh God. Oh, that's
She
right.
preps and readies a bagpipe.
So from over her back, Elvire pulls out a full-size set of bagpipes. So that to her, it's all but like her head, from her neck down to the ground, and she's just holding them, squeezing this enormous bag.
What?
I'm gonna pull out my drum to accompany her.
Well, it sounds like they're coming.
All right, you ready? And I just start playing. I won't play the music because I don't want us getting copyright strikes.
I think you can actually click it though, because I think I gave you the item, because we should do a check to see how good you are at it.
Let's see.
She does have the item. Yes, she does. I saw that earlier.
Oh Lord.
Right. So I
Yeah,
guess I'll
under your
do
tools, you can use Roll20 for it. So
Under the tools?
yeah, there's like a set of bagpipes. You see it on the left side of your character sheet.
I think I got it.
It'll
Go ahead,
ask
I
you
got
to
your backbeat.
use your charisma. Basically, is what you'd be using.
So I do have a drum on me, right? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I think you've got like 8 instruments on you.
Yep.
We just probably need to add the tools to it so that you can use it.
Yeah, I'm clicking it, but it's not doing anything.
Let's see what happens when I do it. Charisma, submit. There you go. Okay, you can do a performance check, Sterling, if you want to throw that on top.
Yep.
As they're starting to play on the instruments, I'm readying both my crossbow and my little.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all
So
get ready.
the bagpipes are bad. Is wee wonk, wee wonk. There's no rhythm to it. There's no melody happening, but the beat is good.
That beat though. That beat though.
Yeah. So you hear the shuffling growing louder and louder towards the staircase. What are you guys gonna do?
Can I put my bagpipes back away since they're coming up and prepare my
Your bonking stick?
sling? My sling.
Oh, your sling?
No, quarterstaff. Yeah,
Okay.
my quarterstaff. That's what.
Yep.
The top.
Okay. Are you guys gonna stand right there at the top of the stairs?
Thank you. Are y'all? Fucking set up
I mean,
position.
you're
I'm
welcome
on
to
the
do
side.
it.
I'm over this. I'm looking up the side of the stairs. I'm just waiting for heads to
Why is that?
pop their fucking asses.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say
thought
put
Something
the.
is really wrong.
Yeah, we got one tank in front of the stairs. Yeah, y'all hold the line. We can
that's
pop
where I
it from the
was
side.
standing.
No, not you. The Iron
Sorry.
Guy.
Oh.
So you're standing on top of a
Ball
shit
bearings?
ball bearings right now.
Yeah, can we
I
can-
thought he moved the ball bearings over onto all the stuff when we put the stuff there, and then it all went down there, and that's why it was difficult terrain.
No, it's difficult
should
terrain
get
because all the I didn't do that. Sorry, I didn't recognize that. I broke all the wood and the doors and the planks, which is why it was difficult terrain. There are
can
the
I
ball
just-
bearings are still kind of amassed at the top of the stairs.
Okay, well then we will move,
can
I
we
guess,
just kick
down.
those? Let's just kick
No,
those.
I guess
ball-
to here then, and then they can fall down when they get to us. I guess we'll just
Yeah.
go there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sorry,
Okay.
I thought that was.
Yeah, that's my fault for not
Ah,
No, you're
if
fine.
I
just
had
thought that was an
interpreted that
artifact on the map.
incorrectly. I'll move these to kind of be right there.
Okay, cool.
All right.
I've got my longbow out first.
Okay.
I'm just kind of ready.
Alrighty. I guess it's gonna.
Ready my crossbow.
Yep. Anything that you need to do, Irune?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring out old painless.
You're gonna bring out what?
You gotta name it. You
Get
gotta
that
name it.
arm race going.
Yep. Okay. So like as everybody sees the hand kind of retract into the forearm and reappear on Irune as the head of a mace. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna put them there for now so I can slide them over. That'll work. You see just, I mean, a shitload of skeletons coming up the stairs. So let's you guys should all be able to do your own initiative from the character sheet in D&D Beyond, by the way.
Okay.
It's like at the very top, I believe.
Is it?
Did it work?
Says,
Yep,
Please
Elvire,
keep
you're 16. I
freezing.
see it.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, what is this? Oh no, that's not it. At the top? Am I going crazy?
God damn.
What?
Yeah.
It is. If you look at your armor class, it's to the left. It's to the right of your skills, to the left of your armor class.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, delay. My bad.
Rock and roll.
Can you guys see? Why am I not able to? Oh, hold on a second. Let me. For some reason, it's not working on the.
Goddamn too.
For some reason, it's not showing up. The map isn't showing up for the stream. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
I tried. I actually, yeah. Like I just killed everything and restarted, and then it finally started.
Yeah, mine's because I added that observer thing. See if I can fix this.
We need to make sure too. If we get too fucking overrun, we can fall back. Try to lead them to us and shit. You can ask your butlers if they too. That's none of my business.
Sip on that tea, Kermit. Come on.
Huh, I wonder why that is working incorrectly. Let's see. Let's see if there's no character wins their turn. This is a restriction itself. This is a visual turn. Wait a second. Sorry about the delay. That should do it though. Okay. There we go. Now it's kicking in. Okay. So it looks like all the views are correct now. Cool. So this wave of skeletons starts piling up the staircase. The first of which immediately raised short sword charges at Romani, who's the first thing it sees, and has to do a dexterity save. And does, and kind of slides across the ball bearings and ends up right in front of you, swinging a short sword, which you easily just deflect with your you have your sickle and shield out, right?
She's tied up.
Okay.
But I would assume so.
She does.
Yeah, she did. She say.
The second one comes piling up right behind the first. Also has to save with dexterity on these ball bearings, but does not successfully do it. And falls down and hits his head, stumbling back down where's green? Stumbles back down the staircase, kind of like collapsing in on one of the other skeletons.
Mm-hmm.
Another one comes up. We're doing another save. Dexterity. That one also falls. And ends up taking another one down with it. And those two are now prone. Irune, it is your turn.
Man. So I assume if I want to move over those ball bearings, I have to do
like either an acrobatics check or a dexterity save, depending on whether it's intentional or not, basically.
Well, I'm going to attack this one in front of. So, swinging for the fences. Son of a bitch.
The swing is, as the kids say, no good.
All right. Let's see. Do I have no, I think I'm fine. I don't need to do this retreat. I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elvire, it's yours. You can see the ones that are here and forward. Make sense?
Hang on, I'm getting back. There, do it again now. I think it's
so. It's like the first, that second column. You can see them. The other ones are a little bit too low. You can see the heads basically of the second column. You can see the upper bodies of this third column, and you can see the whole person there and above.
I guess I'll do Toll of the Dead. Toll of the Dead. I keep saying Toll of the Dead. Did that work? I'm sorry. Everything keeps freezing on my side tonight. I'm not sure.
I gotcha.
No, it's.
Do you guys have video enabled on Roll20? Because you should disable that if possible.
No, that's disabled.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I just realized too, though, it might be since playing that new app for it. It might be a bug or two.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm not having any issues with it, but that doesn't mean that they're not happening, you know. I don't see anything popping up there now.
Yeah, it's not popping up. I don't know.
You can use Roll20 for right now if you need to.
I'm using. Hold on. Let me refresh.
Yeah. And as a friendly DM reminder, now is a great time for AoE spells.
We didn't hear that. No, it was a great time.
Now is a great time for what?
Area of effect spells. Things that hit multiple enemies at the same time.
Wow, that must be nice.
I ain't got any of those.
Do I have those?
I don't want to say yes, but if anybody does,
oh my god,
you do.
Yeah.
Come on,
on your D&D Beyond, just see your spells page. I'm not sure what you.
I know. What is wrong with me?
Worst Baby Yoda ever.
I can't hit multiples yet.
I know one of your abilities hits is in an area effect, right? Isn't is it Thunder Wave? That's a 15-foot cube, so that's 3 squares. Like like 3 by 3.
Where are you seeing that spell?
Thunder Wave. It's the first level spell that you have.
Go to
My
hit spell.
thunderclap?
Nope,
I'm
you've got
sorry.
Thunderclap, but you also have Thunder Wave.
Why can I not see that?
My Thunderclap.
Yeah.
Use look at Roll20 then, and just use the spell from.
Yeah,
Roll20.
let me try and get back. Where's mine? There it is. Okay, I can see it on here. Okay. Oh, please cast, please.
Because
please,
it's like
please cast.
it's like
Please
serious
cast.
too. Yeah, Superbug of the D&D
It's-
world is right. So it's not working. I'll click the button.
No, I'm clicking it and it's not working. It just keeps showing up a blank, like I'm entering
Then.
nothing.
Yeah. I'm with you. There you go. All right. So we're gonna. By the way, you need to move close to do this. So this is kind of where you're standing,
Got it.
and you're just looking right down at. That's your center point. Is how it would work, and it's a 15-foot by 15-foot cube. That would essentially be like this right there, is what you're casting it on. So we've got a lot of Constitution saves to do. Let's see if I can do this all at once. I don't think I can, but man, would that be sick. Okay, so that's the first. That's front left. Then we're gonna do. What is the roll? It's +2. So I'm gonna do this. RD20 +2. 2. That's top right, bottom left, bottom middle, bottom right. Wow.
Someone beat
Fucking
it.
crazy rolls.
Yay!
That's unbelievable. So one of them, it's only hit on the one. Wow, that's crazy. Because there's nothing that happens on a miss with that one, right? Yeah, nope. So the first one, however, let's make sure I adjust the right one. Got it. Okay, so the one that's like lowest and on the left is like took that kind of thunder damage and is shaken a little bit, but all the rest sort of stood their ground. Wow, that's pretty substantial. And now they're coming up the stairs. So, kind of one tries to grab your ankles.
Huh.
The one that's right below you. Strength check. Actually, it's gonna be strength check. We'll just do it as a save.
Good thing we didn't untie her.
You can do a quick acrobatics save or a dexterity save, if you will.
Which one you're thinking out?
Do a quick dexterity save. You're just trying to
Gotcha.
basically dodge this grab as it's reaching for your legs from
I will
the staircase.
try. Oh, yay.
Yeah, you're good there. Okay. Another skeleton comes barreling up the stairs and engages Irune with a short sword, which is a miss because, I mean, you guys are unbelievable with your fucking ACs there.
Right.
We're doing another dexterity save as this one tries to sprint into the room, and it falls down flat right in front of you, Kyuki.
Mm-hmm. Kick him in the
Face first as it were. Let's do another dexterity save as this one
So the
tries to get
base
up
of
the
the
stairs.
face.
This one is able to stand and like find its footing in and around the balls. And Romani, it's your turn.
I'm gonna switch to my sickle and shield. And I'm gonna swing on this dude.
Yeah.
Just swing on him. Hold on, let me do it from here.
Yeah, that is a hit for 5. Nice. Yeah, you cleave off the left arm, just clean at the shoulder, falls off.
Cool. All right. I don't have anything else to do, so.
Got it. This one of these skeletons starts to climb. Has noticed everybody else falling, and is able to climb up the stairs, like the side of the stairs right there, but burns its entire movement doing so. And that. Then this one gets up to here. Romani, you are being engaged by a skeleton, and it doesn't matter to you at all. The one that was on the ground stands up.
I'm not in the turn order. Just give me a heads up.
Did you roll initiative?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Let's just throw another one on there real quick. Let me. I got it.
Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm gonna add you to. I'm gonna change it to 5 because I remember that's what it was. Which then means that it's actually. We're gonna say. How do I get there? How do I do that? That would be cool if I could.
Wait, actually, it did the same for me. I rolled, but I'm not in there.
Yeah,
You got a 16. You should have been ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting how that's not all working right now. Okay, let's do this. Let me fix it. 16 is right there. We're gonna say we're just gonna hop through this stuff real quick so I can get, because I don't know how else to assign people's turns. Let me just jump through.
That's cool.
Sorry about that. Maybe this add-on for Google Chrome isn't as good as we wanted it to be. Kyuki,
We'll
your
see.
turn.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What's the spell do? 60 feet. I'm gonna do a vicious mockery. So I'm gonna unleash a string of insults and just try to hit all these skeletons here.
Is it gonna be
is
a
it
Yolanda
AO?
joke?
Is that
It's AOE, baby.
Is it?
I don't know.
That's what it said.
Ooh.
Is it?
See. If the target can
A
hear
creature you can
please.
see. It's a creature though.
A creature?
Yeah.
A
I was
creature.
pretty sure.
Damn.
Yeah, I was pretty sure.
Okay.
I got real excited just then.
I thought I did too, but hey, that wine. It
I
happens.
mean, here's the thing. You do have AoE though.
Where- Is that AoE? Let me look at that real quick. Creatures. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast that sleep then.
Okay. Well, I mean, you've got like a small little kind of pouch with a handful of sand in it, basically. That's an easy thing.
Okay, let's So I'm gonna sing them a little lullaby. See what happens.
Yeah. So you can click. You should be able to click right there where it says 5d8.
And then
Okay. So So the first one right in front of you, full on asleep.
Go to sleep.
Was already
hum.
on the
Go
ground.
to sleep.
The next one, that's kind of, we'll say the one right to the left of it, that just finished climbing up the stairs, straight asleep. And I think that's it. Starting with future. Well, oh, actually, this one would have slept too. So you got 3 full on asleep.
Oh, that's gonna be a problem for them.
All right, I'm gonna take a couple steps back. We'll say about right there, and that'll be turn.
Cool. So then I'm gonna jump ahead here to Raylan. Give me a second.
I just knew it was at the bottom of the list.
That's why you weren't worried about it at first.
I was like, round 2? Come on. Roll solo game.
All right. There you go.
Right. Okay. All right. So let's get in here. Okay. So I know that homeboy's he's the one that fell and he's asleep, right?
Yeah, you got that one is this one is also prone because they fell asleep. That one's prone. The one in front of Romani is also prone now too.
Yeah. All right. Let's go for him. He's my target. So level 2. Lo and behold, we're gonna cast. And I'm gonna use it on homie right there. If that even fucking works. That I don't know.
So Hunter's Mark is like an extra thing, right?
Is that for damage or is that just for marking it?
That's what you're doing is you're marking it so that you can do extra damage.
Yes, that's what I was wanting to do. Yes, correct. Awesome. Okay. So then from there, if everything's automatic, I can just roll my crossbow next, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. All right. Crossbow.
I don't know why it rolled twice. That's weird. So you're aiming at the one that was still standing, right?
Yes. Yeah, the one that climbed up. Yeah.
So it is able to kind of like your arrow just goes right over its head.
Okay.
Barely missing. So you don't have to use the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, so you use it. You can only. All right. So. Okay, so use it. I'll learn it. I got you. All right. Offhand, then.
It's new, right? You got new stuff. Because it's a bonus action, right? I think that's how it works.
Oh, if it is a bonus action, yeah, you think you're right. Yeah, because that's my. Let's see, Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, so it's like once you hit, you would basically you could mark them as your quarry first, and so I mean, right now you mark that as your quarry with a bonus action first. If whenever you hit it, you do an extra 1d6.
That's when all the stuff kicks in. I get you.
Yeah, and also actually you have advantage on it right now anyway. Or that's to locate it anyway. Sorry, which you see it right in front of you, so you don't need that check.
Okay, and then that being said, I had my offhand ready. Can I still use it, or is that my bonus action?
So you can choose to use your offhand or the Hunter's Mark.
Okay, gotcha.
But once it's on, right?
Yeah, so now you don't have to use your bonus anymore unless you want to shift your mark around.
Okay. Let's see. I can still pop an offhand shot on this guy. Let's go ahead and do it.
Well, you use your Hunter's Mark. So you're still ready to go then with two shots.
Yeah, for the next shot. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Yep. That's my turn. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. So then this guy already went. So now it's this one. Okay. So this is asleep. How do you wake up? How the fuck do you wake up?
You play Evanescence.
Oh my
Sorry, Cheryl.
So when you're asleep, you're unconscious. I just want to see when it ends. Until the spell ends, or that's it. And the duration is 1 minute. Yeah, so that's going to last till the end of your next turn when it's a minute, I think. So that dude snores. That skeleton snores. Another skeleton who is on the stairs comes piling up, trying to engage or at least trying to get up the stairs first. We'll see if that happens. Sure does. Gets up the stairs and strikes with the short sword. Woo! There we go. Something happened. Irune, you take 6 points of damage.
I ain't worried about it.
Not even worried about it.
Oh no.
By the way, the fact that they have to crit to hit you is a problem.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I ain't worried about it, dog.
All right. So then this the skeleton at the bottom of the stairs uses its movement to stand up because it has to. Next, uses its turn to stand up as well, and then tries to. That's its move. So then, yeah, it can still try and grab your ankles. If you will please do an acrobatics or dexterity save, your choice.
Dip, dive, dodge.
Dodge. Dodge, dip, dive, dodge.
Hey.
Got it. And it's your turn.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna.
So the way that those cubes work, just as a reminder, right, is that they are. It's a 15. If you were to do that, it's a 15-foot square, and so you can actually use it from the corner too, not just like from the middle of the square. So, for example, if you were here, right underneath Raylan, a 15-foot square is this.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what I was about to ask. So if I could move over there, I can still
you're
hit all
basically
these guys
shifting.
right here.
Yeah, you're like kind of disengaging so that you don't draw an opportunity attack, and then just blasting it that direction instead of straight on.
Okay. Let's try it one more time.
Yeah.
Raccoon.
Ooh.
That's weird. I'll do it. Oh, you know, it's the button that's broken. Use it from the.
Oh shit!
Let's see if that fixed it. By the way, Thunderwave. Yeah, it did fix it. You can use the button now. I fixed the button.
Everybody gets one.
Okay, now it's asking me.
Yep. I just reset all your macros is all, and that seemed to work.
There we go.
All right. Oh, 14 damage. So, here we go. It's D20 plus 2. I'd rather not have to. It's a skeleton's. Fuck it. Let me do it this way. Save.
So they have to save against.
Yeah, they gotta save.
So we're damage. I get you.
We're starting top left. That one saves. The next one is RD20. What's the modifier? 2.
They could still save others.
1,
Well,
2,
would they
right.
be at disadvantage since
Oh
they're
yeah,
asleep?
these are. Well, they have disadvantage 100% on dexterity and strength, but I don't think.
Okay, I'm learning.
It's strength and dexterity. They automatically fail, but Yep. So they have disadvantage still. They automatically fail the other types. So that's.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna redo those first two. Left, right. Holy shit.
He gets stronger.
They do. Far right is not sleep. That one fails, and is just evaporated immediately. Then we've got the one on the far left middle, who's on the stairs still. Again, disappeared. The one on the right disappeared. Bottom left is awake, so it does not have disadvantage. The next one that's closest to Ramani, however, disappeared. You evaporate 4 of them with no issues whatsoever.
Finally.
Hey, Grimes has a song on her new album that's appropriate here. It's called "Delete Forever," which seems right.
That's essentially what happened. Is a delete forever. Okay.
So,
Irune.
This guy's still asleep, so I'm just gonna go here, and let's do.
So since it's asleep, you get advantage, and it's a guaranteed critical hit if you are within 5 feet of it.
I'm gonna assume I'm within 5 feet.
So you get to add a 1d, so you're gonna basically add another dice roll on top of it, which is a 1d8 for that ability. That's fine. That works too. So 6. Yep. So it is now awake. It has been electrocuted awake,
Okay, perfect.
but takes 6 points of damage, and you can just see the electricity kind of riding up and along the bones.
What disadvantage, or is he done?
He's still prone, but is conscious.
Well, if he's prone, if I take a step back, does that give me disadvantage?
No, you could disengage. Yeah, you can't take disengage as a bonus as a as a artificer. So, but it would have disadvantage at trying to like slash at your legs, basically.
Fuck it. I'll just stand here. It's fine.
Got it.
All right.
Q.
Could you push him as a bonus action? I'm just curious.
No,
Like-
that would be like a full action, basically to shove.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, all right. Trying to remember that one. Cool.
Okay, so other than the one in front of Irune, there's 4 still awake.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one's awake too.
Okay.
So there's the this one is asleep. The one in the middle there.
Mhm.
The others are all awake.
Okay. I'm gonna try to sing them to sleep again. Just try to hit everybody at once. Like I said before, go to sleep, ho. Just put a little bit more oomph in it.
Right.
Got the 808 clap behind him. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Hit it, but I guess there's a delay? Question mark.
Yeah, it's real inconsistent for me too. Sometimes I have to click the extra button, sometimes I don't.
I can run it. So 24. So that puts the one that is up front is asleep. That's 11. The next one, let me tag it. Falls down asleep. The next one is at 4. That one's asleep. So that's 15. And the next one is asleep as well. I'm sorry, that one was already asleep. So then it carries over to the one that's right in front of Elvire. Also asleep.
You're lucky. Nice. You know what that man
Who
weird.
thought?
Whatever tickles his fancy.
That one loses its
Tickles
turn
and
because it's
bones.
unconscious. This one, however, tries to step forward towards Romani, has to make a second dexterity save because of all the balls on the ground, and falls down.
Aye.
I like to open combat with, barbarians.
Yeah. It's your turn.
I
by
opened
the
the last campaign with
way. You
barbarians.
sure did.
Actually.
Yeah. I remember.
All right. I'm gonna sickle this dude in the face.
No other way.
I do not
so
do
you
that.
No, it's prone, and I don't remember if.
Oh, I get advantage because I'm in.
No, it has disadvantage, and then
Okay.
you're within 5 feet, so yeah, you get the advantage.
Okay. I like that better.
Stomp.
That one's a hit.
Perfect.
Nice.
Perfect.
Slash at it pretty cleanly on its rib cage. Break a couple ribs.
Yes, we like that. Just hook it in there and rip it. And some
Yeah.
bone
Pull it
shards go
back, and
flying.
you just see it. That one's asleep. That one's asleep. Raylan, it is you.
Drop him.
It was I, yes. Whoa, slow down. There,
Whoa.
that's what I was trying to do. Sorry. Fucky. Okay, let's see. Let's take a shot at this one first. That's gonna be my main hand.
So this one is still your
Yes.
mark. It's still your quarry.
Still my quarry. Okay.
Yeah.
He's asleep too, and let's fucking send it.
I mean, it's a miss.
God damn, dude.
Do you have a melee weapon? You got daggers, right?
Yeah, I got daggers, but I didn't arm it. So I'm gonna use my
Yeah,
other.
I mean, you could do that as you move. It's a free action to swap weapons.
I'll probably do it if I don't get a hit on this time.
Get him.
Yeah. So that one's a hit. But it says 9, but it's actually only 6 damage because of it's your offhand, right? Yeah, gotcha.
Which is weird. I swear I hit offhand.
Yeah, I don't know if it's built correctly, so that's worth
No
looking at
worries.
later. 6 plus 3, 1d6 plus 3, yeah. So it's the 6, though. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yep, break a lot of bones in the process. It kind of runs through shoulder to tailbone and shatters bones along the way.
Awesome.
All right. Which of these skeletons is now trying to run up the stairs? God damn, those ball bearings. How many ball bearings were there?
Like a lot. You mentioned like 100 or something. Yeah. Because like you dumping them all, and they're like, yeah, fuck it. Threw it over the fucking floor.
Irune, it doesn't give a shit about that attack at all. Just like it just kind of like bounces off of your chest. Like didn't have good balance as he was coming up the stairs. Easily deflected. Check athletics as a part of the move. Yep. Elvire. This one is slashing at you. 13. I believe that's a hit. That is a hit on your AC, unless you wanted to do anything about it.
Your thing broke up. What did you say?
That's a hit. That's a hit unless you want to do something about it. And by do something about it, I mean use shield, which is.
I was about to say, could I use shield?
You sure can use shield.
Could I put a shield up?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Because it's within 5 of your AC, and so it's always worth popping that. Yep.
One reaction you take when you get hit by attack. So nice.
Yep. So as it's connecting, you very quickly kind of make a quick symbol with one hand, and this translucent blue shield forms around you, and it just bounces right back off. And it's your turn.
Jack 'em up.
Okay. Let's see. Is he the only one around me that's awake?
Yes.
Really? Can I'll probably use my movement to get further back.
So you were at melee, so he gets to attack you if you walk away like that.
Oh, say that again?
He gets to attack you if you just walk away like that.
You want to disengage.
Oh!
If you disengage, I don't think it's a bonus action for you. I think it's a main action.
That's what I was about to ask. Okay, I think it is.
I don't think anybody is a rogue or has the bonus action of disengage.
Correct.
So let me.
You could try it, but you know.
But I'm gonna disengage if I could, and
that means you're gonna lose your action for the turn, basically.
Yeah, I know. So I can't move any. I'm just gonna disengage and see if he'll.
Yeah.
I just don't trust myself to not get hit. I don't want to risk it. I don't want to be that chaotic.
So yeah. So yeah, you can disengage and then add a movement to it as far as you want.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry. My stuff keeps breaking up.
You can disengage and then move without drawing any attacks.
Okay. Can I move behind Raylan?
Yeah. You can move your standard 30 feet, basically.
Okay. And then that's it for me.
Yeah. Irune.
So the guy in front of me is asleep? What is he?
Oh, sorry about that. I didn't mean to move you. Yeah. Though that one is not asleep, is prone, though. And then the next two are asleep.
Got it.
And the one that's on the stairs below you is standing, but is wounded.
Got it. Do I get... If they're prone, they've got disadvantage. Do I get advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage if you're within 5 feet of anything that is prone. Melee.
I think it's useless.
Might need that advantage.
This thing is useless.
Yeah.
That's a hit. And
No, is it?
and as you come down on it, it's laying prone. I mean, you're like just straight kind of like driving a punch, superhero style. It just obliterates the skull. It just pieces everywhere.
Perfect.
Nice.
Good. All right, I'm done.
Kuki.
All right,
Cute,
this
Chris.
one.
Cute.
All right, that cat right there in front of Ramon. I'm gonna use vicious mockery,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna say, "Hey, a bag of bones. You're more disappointing than unsalted pretzels."
Yeah. Cold-blooded.
Harsh but fair.
It did not hurt its feelings enough.
I love unsalted pretzels.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact,
It just looks at you, and you can see in its vacant, empty eye sockets, it loves peanut butter pretzels, so it doesn't really affect it when you talk about unsalted pretzels.
There it is. Yeah.
Damn, I tried. All right, let me move over to, and that's it.
flat. Jesus.
Okay. Let's see. Is one of these gonna wake up? Oh, so this one is awake. So it's gonna stand right in front of you, Romani, which gives you an opportunity attack.
Ooh.
Yep. Okay. It regrets standing, but it still stands up all the way, and then tries to cleave at you with a short sword, and just it feels. Skeletons don't feel embarrassed, but it's the next best thing.
I lean forward and whisper, "You're an embarrassment."
It's your turn.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And I'm going to show it just how much of an embarrassment it is, and I'm going to try and hook into the other rib and see if I can just yank through and maybe grip the spine with that sickle and just pull it.
It does not connect.
I got too greedy.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
I
Wanted it
just
too
tried
much.
to pull a rib or two, we'd have been fine.
Yeah.
I had to go for the spine.
Yeah, you had to do them all. All right, so this skeleton now wakes up and stands up. As it stands up, it pulls out its short bow and kind of focuses in on Raylan, who's the closest target that it sees, and lets a shot fly. I believe that's a miss.
Yes, correct.
Okay. The next one also finally wakes up, stands up, and then does the exact same thing, except for this one is shooting at Irune, who's the closest that it's paying attention to. Again, Raylan cares not, or rather, Irune cares not about wimpy skeleton attacks. Raylan.
Yay, back of the bus. Let's go. Marking my quarry, my same guy, my quarry.
Yep.
I'm doing it again. Fuck it. Yeah, it's gotta get hot at one fucking moment.
Let it rock.
Right?
That's what I always say.
Let it knock.
That one, I mean, that's a lot of damage too. Because what's your quarry?
Then it missed, right?
No, that's a hit.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Cool. All right, so that's a hit. And do I roll additional for my quarry?
I think you already
is it factored
did.
in?
Yeah, no, I think
Okay.
you already rolled it, and it was 3 additional damage.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right, so that's
just it shatters its skull into a million pieces as the crossbow bolt flies through it and twangs into the stone wall in the back of the room.
neat. All right, we'll do offhand on this guy. And since he's dead, because my spell's an hour, can I make him my new quarry? Like just move
It's a
it?
bonus action, so you still have to use the bonus to put it.
Gotcha. I got you. I'll just use an offhand again then. I'll just do that and then
Okay.
I get you. Cool. All right. And where are you? Oh, it says bonus action crossbow hand. Wield. It just says 1d6, so it doesn't say the +3.
Yeah, it should just be a d6. But then it's still doing it, right? Oh no, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the exact one.
Okay.
That one's perfect. Yep. So yeah, so it. I mean, again, it takes off the left shoulder as it just breaks right into that like the humerus right below the joint. It just you just see an arm fall to the ground.
Excellent. Can I still move, or is that it?
Yeah.
That's turn.
Nope, you can still move.
All right, I'm just gonna shift up. Let's see. I'll just do right here. Cool.
Irune, this one is swinging at you again, still trying to do something.
Nah.
He said no thank you. Hard
No.
pass.
Raylan, you're getting engaged on. These are the worst skeletons, honestly, ever. Elvire, your turn.
Well, in truth, I got summoned with a really bad spell.
Get what you pay
I would
for.
put I wouldn't put on you. Put on whoever broke with their skeletons up.
I'm cute, right?
No, you're a goblin. You're ugly.
Leave Baby
Oh my
Yoda alone.
gosh.
Yeah.
She's my cinnamon roll.
I'm looking around at everybody like, what? She's a goblin.
You hear all these gasps. You're like, am I fucking crazy?
Jesus.
Okay, I move over next to Raylan, even though I am deeply offended by how adorable I am. And I come over with my quarterstaff and whack him in the head with it. Not Raylan.
Near
sorry,
the skeleton. Jesus. We're doing PvP. How do we do PvP? Let's go.
Sorry, say that again.
No, I said PvP. I was just kidding. Go.
Did it work?
Yeah, but it was just
Did it
bad. It was just very
Oh, there it is.
bad. You
I'm not
almost.
any
Big
luck.
class there.
I should never have done this.
I need to do a quick dexterity save on the behalf of Raylan, who is able to lean. I mean, come on! As you just wildly swing this quarterstaff around.
Do I get hit?
No, you dodge it.
Okay, alright, cool.
Oh my god.
Irune.
Dodge it like the Matrix.
That thing is useless. Am I within
you are
Oh
bad.
my god! It's a rubber mace.
Yeah, it's just a full-on swing and a miss. Like you spin in a circle with a haymaker that does not connect.
Looks like it was mace stinking.
My bad luck is wearing off, or rubbing off.
Does it say Acme on it?
I'm telling you.
Nice.
Am I within 5 feet of this guy? Or is that?
Yeah, the one that's standing right there. Yeah,
Yeah.
the guy that's on the stairs. You are.
Yeah. So, alright. Whatever. That was useless. Very much.
Kyuki.
Good God.
I'm gonna pull up my crossbow and I'm gonna pop who's left. Let's say this guy right here in front of. Yeah. Words are hard right now.
Yep.
And delay. Let's just do it this way. Just straight from. Damn it.
That one's a miss.
What the hell?
You guys are whiffing. Romani, this skeleton attempts to slash at you.
Get at me.
Its confidence very low.
Mhm.
Ooh, it's as close as the skeleton has a look of really pride that it almost got you. Your turn.
Psych.
Yeah, I'm just.
Because you have 20 right now, right?
No, actually, I do not.
Oh,
So you did hit me. Oh, well, go ahead, hit me.
yeah. So you take 5 points of damage.
Oh no!
I believe that the. Are we still? Oh no, your other stuff faded. I got you. So we're just in regular health.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yours is a hit.
Yeah, that spine thing I tried last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna do that this time.
Gotcha. That's all it takes. I mean, just kind of hooking behind the spine and yanking forward through the rib cage, it just folds itself in half and collapses unmoving in front of you.
Nice.
Yay!
This skeleton is no longer really looking to. I just want to do a quick check. Yep, is no longer interested in the two people at the top of the stairs and rushes over to the tiny
Woo!
goblin. And 18 against your AC, which is a hit.
Oh my God.
Come on, Brandon!
It's not me. It's a skeleton. Woo! Big money. You take 8 points of damage and are blood
Well,
like
I'm
blood
almost dead.
coming down. You spit blood onto the floor next to you, Raylan.
Shit. All right.
You have two
let's-
unloaded crossbows in your hands.
Yeah, I know. I'll definitely take my dagger from my main hand.
Yeah.
And use that to strike at homeboy in front of me right here.
Okay.
Eventually, if the internet wakes up, there we go.
It is
Awesome.
not a connection.
God damn it! Awesome. And let's
Ridiculous.
see.
You can make
Yeah,
one
right.
your quarry with your bonus if you wanted.
Fuck no, I can't do shit right now. My bonus action to disengage and back up.
Yeah.
Or push.
Or no,
Actually,
it's a main action for you.
Shit, let me think.
You are no longer Kenway.
Yeah, I know, right?
Mm.
Those were the days. Fuck it. Bonus action, yeah. Let's go ahead and make homie my quarry, yeah.
Which
Yeah,
one?
that's
The
might
one
as
on
well,
the
yeah.
left? The full health one?
Yeah, full health one, yes, sir.
Okay, we'll give him
Let's
this
see.
pink circle for you.
Alright, thank you. I'll cast it, because, let's see. I can't cast it. Yep, 2 slots, that was my move. Awesome.
Okay. Irune, you are getting attacked by the skeleton on the stairs still?
Yeah.
And it does not succeed.
Nope, sure don't.
Raylan, you are still engaged with this skeleton who is your quarry, who's kind of like full on focusing you now that you've taunted it.
Mm-hmm.
16, I think, is exactly what it needs to be, right?
Yep.
That's 4 damage.
Okay. Wow. Now I have 1,800. 14 points of damage, sucker. Alright, cool.
Elvire.
Shit. What was I about to do?
You better go down swinging.
I know. I don't see it in my chart anymore. Hang on.
What are you looking for?
The thunder wave again, and I still can't see it in my chart.
You can use it in the
Spells.
buttons and the macros.
Oh, okay. So I want to. Level 2. There. Do you see it?
Did you cast it at level 2? I don't think you can cast spells at level 2 yet.
Did I hit the wrong one?
Yeah.
It's just level 1, right? Oh, okay. My bad. The spell I thought was asking what level I was at.
I
I'm
got
so
you.
sorry.
No, so you can end up casting it at a higher level to do more damage, but I think that starts next level for you. Where
Got you.
You
Okay.
can cast a level 1 at level 2, and it'll do more damage. Still,
Okay.
so yeah, because you've still got spell slots. Yep. That is a Constitution save on the one right in front of you, right? Or that's both of them actually.
Yes, that'll be both of them.
Yep. So that's the one on the right. This
Mhm.
is the one on the left. That one hits. So that is 8 points of damage. Oof, that's a lot. To the one on the left.
Okay.
Which, so you see bones and shards kind of falling off of it.
And then I yell at everybody going, help! Help!
Irune,
Well, maybe I get to a better vantage point here.
that's what you needed. There it is, the shift.
There it is, the shift.
See, that's all it took, baby. That's a
That's
hit.
There it is.
Yay!
4 damage. Yeah, it is. You can see that it's on its last lack of breath for not having lungs. But yeah, you bash it real good in the face.
Good. All right.
Cukie.
All right, I'm gonna look over at Elvire and do what is that thing called? Healing word?
I think you have. Do you have to touch her for that?
No, healing.
No, just
That's cure wounds.
That's cure
Healing
wounds.
word's the-
All right, appreciate it.
but it's a bonus action.
where is
Yeah.
it?
Oh, healing word
There it
is. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's a baby. Little pop off.
You just click the name of the spell instead of the.
Yeah, I'm going back to roll 20, not
Mm-hmm.
dealing with all that.
Yep. We learned our lesson.
Gotta try to know.
It's working just fine for me.
I also had no problems earlier today.
Yeah. That's good.
Oh, that's a shitty roll, but you gain 3 hit points.
Thank
Elvire?
you.
Every time you step in a building, everybody's hands go up, and they stay
They
there.
stay there.
And they stay
Nice. Up,
there. You still have an action too,
Down.
then, and a movement.
Down.
up, to
And I'm gonna pop a shot at dude that's in front of her.
Okay.
Eventually,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to keep clicking it and then it freaks the hell out.
There it goes.
Mhm.
That's your proficiency.
Damn it!
Perfect. Awesome.
You are proficient, it turns out, in the hand crossbow.
Son of a bitch!
Click on yourself and do the bar.
Do the macros.
Hit them macros up, cuh.
There it is.
That's a hit for sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're working with
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
Now we're cooking.
Yep. Right through the pelvis, shatters it, and you just see the life fade from the skeleton.
Now you're playing.
It's so
Romani.
bad.
How does the goblin look? Does she look like she's still hurting?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna
She's
go.
still bleeding. You can tell she's bleeding.
I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
And I'm Yeah, it's 6.
I'm just trying to figure out how you. Okay. I'm just
Yeah.
making sure you could go around without engaging. So.
Yeah, without. That's
Yep.
why I did it that way.
Cool.
I did it that way so that even if that one had lived.
Yep.
Let me do this spell on you, real quick, because it can.
Woo! There you go.
5.
That's that real. You are at
So I
full
reach-
health.
Yay!
It's like a light greenish kind of glow that dissipates into brown.
What can Brown do for you?
Thank you. I feel so much better now.
Nice. Raylan, it's you.
All right, so bonus action. I'm gonna reload my main crossbow and look at
Boom.
that motherfucker dead in the eye. Fucking just aim right between his skull.
Just want to make 100% sure that he doesn't get an attack of opportunity for ranged at melee. Just
Not an attack of opportunity. I think it's disadvantage. Unless you have a feat.
Yep, you have disadvantage at melee if you want to use it at melee distance.
Oh, because I'm shooting him right up close.
Yeah, point blank. Yeah, exactly. There's a
Okay.
feat that'll let you do it, but
Mm-hmm. I get you.
you gotta roll one more to see if you have if it's garbage.
Okay, so
Dude, +7 is fucking monster, by the way.
All right, so you said roll again, crossbow.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. Just point blank range, a bolt against the forehead, and it just falls down unconscious, or rather dead, right in front of you.
Nice.
Irune, you're still in this fisticuffs battle here,
Mm-hmm.
and of course,
Bring it home.
Nothing happens. Elvire.
Got it.
I guess I take my sling out because he's
Yeah. Full health, feeling good.
feeling good, feeling fancy.
Toss a pebble.
Probably not gonna hit shit.
It's a hit. It's a hit. You know what? You don't even gotta click damage. He only has 1 HP. How do you want to do this?
I've never done this. So I take it, I swing it, it goes right in his eye, it goes out the other side, and his little tiny head falls and rolls and lands perfectly. So it's looking up at Irune as as it dies.
And then I
should have
said,
curved it. You should have curved this.
Curve the shot. Curve the shot. Damn it.
The bullet.
I guess she had a bone to pick with you.
If you wouldn't
Take the-
mind, on your D&D Beyond character sheet, please click the button that says inspiration. You are now inspired for the... It's up at the top.
Yeah, I got it. Interesting. There it is.
Nice.
Oops.
Yeah, you hear the faint sounds of Final Fantasy 1 music playing, and you have defeated the skeletons. All seems to be quiet in the house.
Oh my God.
So Final Fantasy, there's T-Pain, whatever you need to hear. There it is, little toad. Like, that's perfect.
As long as he doesn't say Leah, you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
For treatment.
We did it.
The house is quiet. Didn't think that's what was going to happen. I think I even told Keenan yesterday on the phone. I was like, that's not going to happen. Y'all aren't going to be crazy.
Yeah.
and I will say, and then Keenan was constantly like, let's go in the basement. Like it was like really spite is what was leading that, it felt like.
To be fair, I did inquire about carpentry work for
That's
that.
true. For all of a good 2 seconds.
Right.
And then he was like, "Hey, let's get this deep."
Hey, there's
Let's go with
carpenters.
that
Good. Let's go in the basement.
Yeah, right. Could get him to build a door down here. Fucking
There you
goddamn.
go.
Yeah. Step 1, right?
All
Very
right,
cool.
that's it for this evening. Combat way longer than I thought it was going to be, just because, again, I did not anticipate you guys fighting 16 skeletons, but it is. It's what
Here
it
we
is,
are.
But the Lord of the Rings thing worked. I'm glad at least Bob
Yeah.
liked them.
for sure.
Mhm. Excellent.
Just as a note, the 3 that turned when you were down there by yourself, Elvire, were the 3 that you had already talked to. There were
see?
You had 0 chance to turn any of the other ones.
Oh, well.
Okay, that's what I was kind of wondering.
Point is, you tried and you did it.
But you culled the numbers down from
I was about to say, but we
16
got
to
some
12 or
numbers down.
whatever. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, you did. That was good.
All right. I think that's it for this evening.
Thanks.
It was a grand time. We didn't break because it kept feeling like, well, we're not that far away. We're not that far away. We're not that far away.
Right. God.
But I appreciate everybody, especially Fradul, of course, constantly keeping the chat entertaining.
He's
That's-
sitting right here. If you
Yeah.
haven't.
No, and I appreciate it. Regardless, I don't give a fuck where my man's sitting. It's helpful. I don't know how much anybody else reads the chat throughout the game,
Hey.
but I have it up all the time. And
Hey.
it's
Oh,
nice.
that's hot.
Yeah.
See, if y'all
Sure.
stay and watch with
Bears,
us, you
don't
get a
tell
little.
T.
Y'all get a little something if y'all stick around.
Yeah. We'll leave. I'll change the scene from in OBS so that it's just Cheryl's camera, and we could do what you guys need to do.
Spike
Right?
them views. Let's spike them views.
Yeah. All right, that's
Whatever
it
you do,
for us
wash your
tonight.
hands.
Yeah, whatever you do. Yeah, I mean, hand hygiene is important, guys. Coronavirus is going around. So
Yeah,
that's
right.
it.
No one wants a corona.
Bye, sir.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah.
I mean,
Indeed.
We'll see you
Good night,
guys.
everybody.
We'll see you guys next week. Have a
See you
good
next
night.
week.
Mhm.
Adios.
that's